Good evening to you. We welcome you into the Erickson All Sports Facility, Parkersburg, West Virginia, the newly designed Erickson All Sports Facility. Just look at that beautiful turf out there. We welcome you into tonight's game between the Parkersburg South Patriots and the Beckley Woodrow Wilson Eagles. My name is Mike Cameron, and we are going to be having a full booth here tonight at the top of the press box here. And joining me today is Joe Oliverio and the machoist of all, Macho Bob. And we are really looking forward to a great game and just the great atmosphere as well. And Bob, you are a graduate of this fine school, but you never had a chance to play in this facility. Just tell me how beautiful this is right now.
You know what? And being my first South game on the mic, it's kind of surreal to stand up here and look at the big S out there in the middle of the field, see the crowd file in and fill up the stands. Whereas in my day, we had to walk in a field and play on a field that had a big red P in the middle of it and call it home. We didn't have successful years when I was there, but through the pride and diligence of this community, they've built them one of the most aesthetically pleasing football stadiums in the state. It is beautiful, and even though I prefer grass, the turf is magnificent.
Hey, they actually got a shot of us, and they didn't even tell us that they were going to do that until the very last
There
moment.
we are.
I would have wore my very much nicer shirt, but nonetheless. So coming into this game, this is the home opener for the Patriots. First-year head coach Larry Thompson. Well, he looked like his team rebounded pretty well, Joe, after that Week 1 loss to Wheeling Park. Played a great game against a University, but the problem was it wasn't a complete game. At the end, the University broke off 2 very large runs. That was the difference in the game. And right now, the Patriots come into this home opener 0-2 on the season.
Well, yeah, the South Patriots, that final score last week was 27-38 with UHS right there at the end, a combined 65 points. But it was a late scoring, a lot of things. The Patriot defense really held University High the entire second half, until about 27 seconds left, I think is what happened there. So Woodrow turned the ball over on every second half possession. So I'm sure the Patriots are looking forward to maybe they can do that same kind of defensive effort against these Flying Eagles tonight.
And, of course, the Flying Eagles come in, coached by Serat, and they put together a great Week 1. They got a big win over Washington, Bob. But then last week, got bit by the turnover bug, and Greenbrier East took full advantage of that.
They did, but the respect for Woodrow Wilson, according to the Metro News rankings, Woodrow Wilson retained their top 10 position their ranking. But I got to wonder, being that Jim Justice is a Woodrow Wilson graduate, and they played Greenbrier East last week, I wonder who he was cheering for.
He was cheering for both.
Maybe he weighted the scales in Greenbrier East's favor. I don't know. But I've been looking for Jim Justice and Baby Dog out here tonight, but I don't see him over there.
I don't think he made the trip just as of yet. Parkersburg South, though, comes in. Their quarterback Kinzen, I'm going to see if I get this right, Lutchman Singh leads the offense. He completes 40% of his passes, 183 yards per game, a couple of touchdowns too.
But he also had 3 interceptions in the first 2 games. So hopefully as a defensive element tonight with him playing on that side of the ball, he can get another interception.
Inside Informer tells me that Colin Hayes will be the starter tonight. That's just what I heard through the grapevine, so only time will tell.
All right, well, we'll have to see that. He's actually their leading receiver. Their leading ball carrier. He carries the ball for 3.5 yards per game. He scored a touchdown from that position. But I guess look for that as the possibility. Good target, though, in the receiver ranks, too. Taj Joyce, 18, almost 19 yards per catch and a touchdown. He'll probably be the main target, but it's going to be probably very important to get this passing game going this evening.
I'll tell you, our camera's watching the youth on the football field. This Thursday, Parkersburg South went to all their elementary feeders in middle school. They kind of called it Spirit Tour to try to get excitement going on. And as you can see, I think tonight is youth night.
It is youth night. I saw the graphic on the.
We've got that going on. So you see a lot of future dancers here.
Well, it's going to be a great game. It's a perfect night for football. We're up atop. We've got the highest vantage point in the area, so we can actually get a really great vantage point of this game. looking forward to this one. Keys to the game. You had a chance to talk to both coaches without letting all that out of the bag just as of yet. What's key to the game tonight there, Macho Bob?
You know what, man? Both of these coaches are well schooled, and they're very proficient at coach speak. You know, they said they got to keep possession of the ball, not turn it over, force turnovers. You know, just the basic stuff. But it's going to come down to which team executes. And like Joe said last week, Woodrow got bit by the turnover bug. Let's see if they corrected that and hold on to the football tonight.
Patriots have won the last 6 meetings against the Eagles, and again, it's a whole new experience as they get to play on their brand new, nicely installed turf here at the Erickson All Sports facility. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the kickoff, and we'll be ready to play this game between Parkersburg South and Woodrow Wilson. You are watching CES 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Debt getting you down? Zero out your high-interest debt with a home equity line of credit at One Community Federal Credit Union. Our lines start at 6.25 APR and have 0 points, 0 fees, 0 prepayment penalties, 0 cost for appraisals, 0 title fees. Terms and conditions apply. Details at onecommunityfcu.org and 888-771-1834. One Community Federal Credit Union in Parkersburg and Vienna. Your destination for financial freedom.
Auto glass breaks, and that's not cool. What is cool? Murray's Glass is still a locally owned family business that is dedicated to quality work and great customer service. So Murray's is still fixing glass, and Dennis, well, he's still rocking. Call Murray's today.
This is Macho Bob with CAS 45 here at Erickson All Sports Facility. I am joined by first-year head coach, Coach Thompson. Coach, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, so you're taking over for Nathan Tanner, who had a very successful run here at Parkersburg South. You're off to an 0-2 start, but against 2 very good top 5 football teams. How do you bounce back tonight and get the Patriots back on track?
We have to execute. You know, we have to play at a high level and not start slow, right? Come out banging and sustain it all 4 quarters. Protect the football and take the ball away. And I like our chances.
Okay, with a new coaching regime, we're going to see some changes. What kind of differences are we going to see from a Nathan Tanner-led program?
I mean, not too many differences. You know, Coach Tanner was he's one of the best coaches in the state. So obviously, you know, I used to pick his brain about anything and everything. But with that being said, you know, our styles are very similar. You know, we're close in age, so we like to, you know, relate to the kids and have some fun. But we're going to slow down a little bit. We won't be as tempo-based, you know, but we still have a tempo mentality. With that being said, the ultimate goal is to run the football and open up the pass.
All right, Coach, I bet your guys are going to be fast on this new artificial turf. Both your parents are Marines, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Former Marines. They're retired now.
Okay, I've been on some Marine bases, and there's one rule. Do not step on the grass. Do you have any experience with grass on Marine bases?
Not so much with grass on Marine bases, but definitely tennis shoes or sneakers in the house, 100%.
All right, Coach Thompson leading Parkersburg South. Let's get them back on the winning track tonight. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys, as always.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Cornerstone Auto Service on Camden Avenue in Parkersburg is your foreign automotive repair specialist. From routine maintenance to specialized repairs, get dealer quality service for your import vehicle. Cornerstone has been awarded for their high standard of work, recognized by Bosch Automotive. Stop by 2716 Camden Avenue in Parkersburg or call 304-422-0684. Find us on Facebook to learn more.
If creative and classic stained glass windows or art pieces are your thing, Aisha with Marietta Stained Glass Works LLC can hook you up. Aisha has many stained glass works to choose from. She does commission work and she's super cool. Contact Aisha today.
This is Macho Bob with CAS 45. I am joined by Woodrow Wilson head coach Chad Serat. They call him Street. He said the only person that calls him Chad is the bank. Welcome.
Welcome. How you doing this evening?
All right, Chad, or Street, I apologize. I did a little bit of reading on you. There was a nice article, and I was trying to think of one word to describe you, and that word was benevolent. You got the number 10 ranked team in the state, but it's not all about wins and losses for you, is it?
No. You know, it's about developing young men so one day they're good good men in their community and good husbands and good dads.
Yep, you know, and you got to get out there and recruit the hallways. And it looks like you've got yourself a good football team. Who can we look for tonight? Who's your playmakers on offense?
Oh, man, Preston Clary, A.J. Thomas, and our quarterback, Gage Price.
Okay, and on defense, who can we look for out there as your leader that's going to have some tackles and keep Parkersburg out of the end zone?
Gage Burdette and Jaheim Miller.
So, Coach, you're a lifelong Woodrow guy. You spent many, many years as a wrestling coach. What made you make the transition from wrestling coach into football coaching?
Being a head coach in both is just tough on your life and grinding out, and got young kids and growing up, and I just wanted to be able to spend more time with my daughters. And my daughter was a senior that my last year of wrestling, and I just wanted to go around and watch her cheer and enjoy her while I had her.
All right, Coach, you are a philanthropist, very giving of your time. What's it going to take tonight to get back in the win column again?
Man, we're going to have to protect the ball. 4 turnovers last week, that cost us the game. And, when we get in the red zone, we got to score.
All right, Coach, it's a great atmosphere. Thanks for joining me. Get back over there with your team. Welcome back to the pregame show. Kickoff's next.
At CAS Cable, we get it. Saving money is a big deal these days. Other companies will lure you in with the promise of cheap prices, but the fine print will always say it doesn't last long. And when the service goes down, it's not always easy to talk to somebody on the phone or get someone to come out and fix it. CAS Cable doesn't work that way, and we never will. Upfront pricing, local customer service, and fast and friendly technicians. Call today or go online and get the quality and service you deserve.
And we welcome you back to Erickson All Sports Facility, Parkersburg, West Virginia, for tonight's matchup between Patriots of Parkersburg South and the Flying Eagles of Beckley, Woodrow, Wilson. I'm Mike Cameron, Macho Bob, Joe Oliverio, all ready to go to bring you the action tonight. And before we get started with everything else, Joe, you've got the names of our officials tonight.
Yes, our officials tonight. The back judge, Chris Wilson. Side judge, Jeff Cunningham. Field judge, Brett Ridgway. Head linesman, Michael Brohard. Line judge Rick Mollendick, the umpire Kevin Kesterson, and the white cap referee Larry McCloy. Very veteran crew there.
All right, you can see the Patriots there gathering up in the tunnel, getting ready to storm the field here. Their very first varsity game on this brand new turf. Leading the way right there, number 9, Colin Hayes. His father was a quarterback in my sophomore year, Jason Hayes, and he was exactly the same, always leading from the front.
Captain's meeting at midfield there for South. It is Taj Joyce, Camaro Jackson, Brody Nesselrote, and Grayson Board. For Beckley, well, I can't see their numbers now.
Tell you, Mike, that national anthem by the Parkersburg South Band went really well. Air Force Junior ROTC provided the colors tonight. The left guard, Staff Sergeant Nicholas Shelton. Right guard was Staff Sergeant Gabriel Rickman. Carrying the West Virginia flag was Technical Sergeant Preston Peters, and the American flag was conducted and held by Master Sergeant Joseph Graham. So complete pregame experience with the national anthem, alma mater, and the colors being presented.
Man, number 39, Camaro Jackson. What a name for a running back, Mike.
It appears that Beckley has won the toss, and now South has decided, I don't know if, hold on one second.
Woodrow Wilson wins the toss. They will receive the opening kickoff. Parkersburg South will defend the south end zone.
Preston Clary, Gage Price, A.J. Thomas, and Eliza Pittman were the captains for the Flying Eagles. And we're about just a few moments away from another Friday night football game here in the great state of West Virginia.
Boy, could we get any better weather?
It's much better than last
year.
And last year, too. And here come the Patriots. Patriot lost his hat. I hope they didn't step on it.
Yeah, those first 2 games here last year up on here, we had lightning bouncing around everywhere.
Yes.
The game went till midnight.
Well, luckily, that's just fireworks, and it's not lightning, Joe. So no 30-minute delays. And the Parkersburg South Patriots run on to the newly implanted turf.
What kind of
seeds
exciting. Do you have for that? Those little rubber pellets? Is that what they put that in there?
You know, and I am just a little bit disappointed we're not going to see any grass stains on these Woodrow white jerseys. But what a night here at the Erickson, the home side of the field. You cannot see here from the camera's vantage point, but we are chock full over here.
All right, back deep for the Flying Eagles. It'll be Preston Clary and A.J. Thomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's play some football.
And it's always exciting to see how different coaches approach the kickoff game. Some of them break the huddle real quickly, run up. Some of them come out already in their lanes. It's go time.
James Thompson will do the little squib kick. It'll land at the 30-yard line, and it'll get to Thomas. He picks it up at the 25. He's got room. He'll split a couple of defenders and brought down close to the 43-yard line.
That looked like number 4, Xavier St. Andre, with the tackle from behind to
touchdown saving tackle, maybe.
Yes, he might have been the last guy there, Joe.
At the 43.
So coming out will be the quarterback, junior Gage Price, 6'1", 180 pounds. He's a good thrower. He's a good game manager. And he has a lot of weapons around him. And we're going to see a whole lot of number 8 tonight in Preston Clary. Great athlete, according to Coach Serat.
I'm looking forward to seeing how Parkersburg South here can get some pressure, get some guys in the backfield with this 3-man line. They run like a 3-3-5 with 5 defensive backs.
Little pistol shotgun. Gage awaits the snap. First play of the game. A good handoff up the middle. Only going to be, if they got back to the line of scrimmage, I'd be surprised. Maybe, I don't think they're going to give him anything on that. Still at the 43-yard line. Second down and 10.
Good start for the interior of the Parkersburg South defensive line.
That runner was Gage Burdett.
Big number 77 in there, Charles Williams. I wrestled with his dad. He was our heavyweight wrestler in 1995. Valuable part of the team there, but look for big 77 over there on the left end of the defensive line.
3 receivers to the left, and got a little screen pass to the flat, and that's going to go to number 8, Clary. He'll get minimal gains. They're going to give him about a 3-yard gain. Good tackle there, good coverage, good containment there by the Parkersburg South line.
It's interesting. You had that first running play by Gage Burdett. He's listed in the program as a quarterback wide receiver. So they've got him in the backfield, and interesting there.
Brings up 3rd and 7. It's always good to see sharp tackling out of the gate for the defense.
3 receivers to the right now, to the far side of the field. Gage looks at the defense. Gage Price looks at the defense. A little bit of a blitz. Price looks downfield, puts it in the air, and good coverage by number 22, Logan Graham. The intended receiver was Javonte Wines. And good job there by number 22 to close in and make the stop.
Well, Mike, and that was a well-thrown ball on the flag route there, and it looked like the Woodrow Wilson defender had a step, but number 22 closed there and made a nice breakup right on the sideline.
So it'll be a punt formation now for the Flying Eagles. Back deep for the Patriots. No surprise, Taj Joyce, 6'5", senior. Very, very electric player.
And we look forward to calling some of his basketball highlights this year as well. Quite the player on the hardwood.
A little bit of a high snap there. Good job, though. Down the field, down the left sideline. It stays in play. Joyce will just kind of scoop it up like a shortstop and then fall straight to the turf. And that's where the Patriots will start over. Good first defensive series for the Patriots. Not much to see from Beckley at that first series. Now let's see what the Patriots can provide on the offensive side.
Did notice that the Patriot defensive front line was getting a lot of nice pressure, moving that Woodrow line back a little bit. So
well, and
see how that goes as the night continues.
Yes, sir, and they also pressured that punter. They had hot pressure on him, and a good job not to contact the punter, and that affected the kick there a little bit.
Colin Hayes will be the QB, and a fumble.
Falls right on.
A little quick flip to the tailback. Looked like it was a decent exchange. It was just dropped. Didn't see. That was Cooper Jackson.
There was a good penetration there, quick penetration off the right edge of the defense. I didn't get a number there, but he was 5 yards in the backfield and met the man taking the pitch and kind of forced that ball onto the turf. Good job recovering it.
Yes, good to fall on that and get a 1-yard gain out of the deal as well. Hayes will roll out with a lot of traffic, and he will fall forward, maybe get a yard, something out of nothing, but there was a lot of congestion on that one, Joe.
Seemed like the two running backs that he was trying to get some blocking from just really congested that thing up for him to stop that.
He got tackled by the entire team.
Good job by the Flying Eagles. Really gummed up the works inside. A lot of penetration on that one. 3rd down and 8. Hayes called the play. Now he'll look to the sideline with 2 receivers to both sides.
Briggs is in the backfield for this one.
Going to wait a long time to get this play called in. Pistol formation, Hayes. Now he'll roll to his right, throw it, and behind the receiver, the intended receiver was Channing Barrett, but he had no shot at that one.
Well, I tell you what, the Parkersburg South offensive line is going to have to figure something out because there was more Woodrow Wilson guys in the backfield than there were Patriots on that drive.
I tell you, it's going to be interesting to see because you had Barrett and Joyce basically lined up right behind each other to see how that split's going to occur with passing, what they're going to do with those DBs.
So that will be a punting situation for the Patriots. That will be Kinzen Lutchman Singh into punt. And
number 8, Preston Clary.
Clary and also A.J. Thomas, and he will make the catch and the fair catch at Parkersburg South 40, just inside the 45-yard line. So not much on either first series right now. A couple 3-and-outs.
Well, the Eagles flipped the field right there, so they're going to take over in their own half of the field. Advantage Beckley Woodrow Wilson early. Let's see if this South defensive line can pick up where they left off on the last drive. Stuff up that middle and force it to the sideline like they did there with the pass, and have those defensive backs make some nice, sharp, crisp tackles.
Pittman will split out to the left, 2 receivers to the short side of the field to the right. Price in the pistol shotgun. Put Clary in motion. Now they end up
interesting
they
motion.
wrap around in the background, then they fake it out to a handoff to Burdette. Good yardage on first carry there. Maybe 5, mark it at the 40-yard line.
Yep, good window dressing there by the Beckley Woodrow Wilson Eagles. They had guys going in motion. He circled back, went the other way like a triple option. Handoff left side, good gain on first down, 4.5 yards.
Yeah, it just looks like they're trying to mix up the formations, mix up the looks.
Yeah, give those linebackers and defensive backs something to think about.
2nd down and 5, 40, just outside of the 40-yard line. We got trips to the right, and again, Price in that pistol formation shotgun. Again, Clary in motion. He'll get the flip, end around, and he gets to the sideline, but not much more than that. If he got back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe. Okay, it looks like they're actually going to give him about a half a yard on that one.
Yep, South did a good job there using the sideline as an extra defender. Good pursuit to the far side of the field, I should say, on the counter action.
You think he felt Derek Sandy's green shoes coming at him there?
Oh, Derek Sandy, I wrestled with his dad too. Jeremy Sandy was quite the lightweight wrestler for us at Parkersburg South. But from what I understand, number 2 is a tenacious player, despite his lack of size.
3rd down and 4, 3rd and manageable for the Flying Eagles. Clary again in motion, another little wrap around in the background. This time it's a handoff to big number 18. That is Jaheim Miller, 6'2" senior, and he'll get close, but I don't think he got it. It'll just depend on where they put the nose of the ball, and that might that spot may do it.
Hey, they're going to use the chain gang now. They're going to get their exercise, come to the far side of the field here. I told them to keep them straight and tight, so let's see how they perform on their first excursion on the field.
Well, I hope they don't cramp up as they make that trip to the middle of the field.
Speaking of trip, boy, I've seen some of them wrap their feet up in that chain and end up on the ground, so let's just hope that doesn't happen tonight.
I'm kind of hoping it does happen.
That's why we watch NASCAR for the big crashes, huh?
So I didn't, from the initial stop, I didn't think he'd get it, but from that spot, nose of the football looks pretty good. Yeah, he got it. Yeah. Move the chains, first down of this contest.
Well, you gave us the officials' names, Joe. Did you check their addresses, too? Where are these guys from?
No. They're the local boys. Ohio, West Virginia putting them out here.
Hey, well, I am wearing royal blue, so that's neutral blue. That is not Patriot blue. I am straight down the middle on this football game. I do not care who wins. we all win just by getting to watch.
work.
While I've got the mic on, I have no allegiances. None at all.
Boy, I tell you, man.
I'll change my mind once I take the
What
mic.
a blessing it is for me to call a Parkersburg South football game with such an extraordinary crew up here. I hate to say it, but they put the thorn between the roses tonight.
A couple of receivers to the right, and Price in the shotgun. And he'll hand the ball off. This time it's Burdett. Inside handoff. Good job by the Parkersburg South interior lineman, namely number 75, Justice Drain. Got a big old ham honk on him.
Justice Drain, I recognize that name from the wrestling mat, and most of the time if you see a guy in a wrestling room, he's going to be a pretty good tackler.
Give him a yard gain on the play. Price goes all the way to Coach Serat to get the play call. He'll bring it back. 2nd down and 9. Both teams had a shot. Both couple of possessions, one apiece, a couple of 3 and outs, but now
they're
much better field position for the Flying Eagles this time.
And they are flipping these defensive linemen according to the offensive.
Clary with the nice inside run. That was Burdett, and that was a good job because Clary was the one that was in motion there. I think they drew maybe a couple of guys towards him. That opened up the middle of the field there for Burdett.
Sandy with a great shoestring tackle.
Yeah, the green shoe guy got the shoestring tackle. Touchdown saver there by young Mr. Sandy. That one opened up quickly, and the running back there broke through there, got to the secondary, and he almost took it to the house.
For our great folks watching at home right now, we're having some technical difficulties with our scoreboard graphics. We will try and get that fixed as soon as we possibly can. Good gain there. It is now 1st down and 10. Mark it at the 17-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Price, another inside handoff. Burdett gets swallowed up by a bunch of blue there, and I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had a good run there the play before. They went right back to it between the tackles there. Look for a little play action pass here on 2nd and 10 from Woodrow Wilson.
It seems that they have been setting up for that, especially with putting Clary in motion. Clary, according to Coach Serat, was one of the best athletes on this field. They're going to get him involved in some way.
And boy, Woodrow Wilson does have some athletes out there, both on the flanks and in the backfield. Impressive looking football squad here, and they are moving the football.
Price looks over the defense, awaits the shotgun snap, drops back, looks down the field. One receiver open in the flat, but he'll be overthrown. That's A.J. Thomas, the intended receiver. Looked like he might have had somebody in the end zone there, and he decided to go to the right side instead.
He airmailed that one a little bit to A.J. Thomas, who had a nice catch in the Greenbrier East football game last week, kind of over-the-shoulder play of the week type of catch against Greenbrier East in spite of the loss. Here we go, 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
And we're in the range here where might be 2-down territory depending on the strength of your kicker's leg.
4 receivers, 1 standing behind Price. Again, the pistol formation, they might have drawn south. Definitely, the flags are flying now.
Whistles and flags.
See if we can get the official call, but this one looks elementary, my dear Watson.
Yep, Gage Price with the hard count drew him right in. The Parkersburg South defensive line was excited to get in there, and they jumped off sides, and that's 5 yards.
So that makes it just a little more manageable for the Flying Eagles, but Parkersburg South doesn't change what they have to do. We've got to stop them now just a little bit closer to the pin. 3rd down and 4.
Well, and it kind of gives the offense a little bit of advantage because they're going to fire off the ball, and the defense is kind of be on their heels a little bit because they definitely don't want to jump offside again.
Thomas splits out to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Price. Another hard count. And then they'll hand it off. That's Burdett, and nowhere to go. So an interesting play call on 3rd down.
Boy, number 9, Colin Hayes, shot through the line like a bullet there. He was in the backfield, forced the action to the right, and his defense was there to back him up. Good stop.
Looks like they're going to go for a field goal attempt, and that 5-yard penalty may have made the difference with this play selection versus trying to go for it on 4th.
Excellent point. So they will set it for the field goal, set it up at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 28-yard field goal. Did not catch the number. It looks like number 7.
7 or 3? It's 7.
It's going to be a low kick, and that looks like it did not
wide left.
have a shot at all. So Parkersburg South bends, does not break though on that second drive.
That looked like me off the first tee at any given golf course.
No trajectory whatsoever.
That's my nickname, OB off the tee. he definitely squibbed that one out of bounds to the left, and it's going to be Patriots ball.
But at least with my golf game, the ground is so dry and hard that I get a great roll instead of the ground being wet and stopping that ball.
Well, I am no kicking expert, but I wonder if there's difference between kicking off turf and kicking off grass. I wonder if, and I don't know what kind of facility they have back in Beckley either. I don't know if they have this for them. So nice inside handoff and a good spin there by Cooper Jackson. Good gain on first down as he runs hard right in the middle of that Flying Eagle defense. Good gain. Give him 6.
Yeah, good tough run. 4 or 5 of those yards came after first contact. Hit him with the spin move there and has some forward lean for a good 6-yard gain on first down.
Colin Hayes, 5'10 senior in the quarterback position. Taking an extra long look towards the sideline to get this play call. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right, with Jackson standing behind him. Similar formations for both these teams. Looked like he almost dropped that ball, but a great run out of a really kind of bad situation. It looked like it was a poor exchange, but no matter what, it's going to be almost to the half-stripe field there with that great run from Cooper Jackson.
Just kept those feet churning, didn't he?
Is that Cooper Jackson there? That the junior there looked like Crazy Legs Hirsch getting down the field there. He was dipping and diving, juking, and for a good gain there.
First time the Patriots will move the chains.
Pac-Man.
And we just got a Pac-Man sound.
I think that was Pac-Man. What an exciting game we've got here. I'm sorry about that. Sorry to step on you.
See,
there,
we're early Gen Z, so we were still playing Pong. Ooh. Ball starts.
That puts you behind the sticks a little bit. It's only a 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15. But Parkersburg South's coming out here in this drive and established themselves a little bit of run game between the tackles.
Mark it at the 43-yard line when play resumes. Looks like 3 receivers to the right. Hayes, again, in that pistol formation. 1 receiver to the far side of the field. All right, drops back, puts it in the air. Nice pass, and caught by number 2, Derek Sandy.
Good strong hands there by number 2, Derek Sandy. I thought the hit was going to separate that one, but a little dart there from Colin Hayes. Nice catch by Derek Sandy.
And that negates the penalty yardage, and they actually add an extra one there as well. So 2nd down and 9.
Little guy shows us he's not afraid to go over the middle and grab it.
Barrett in motion, inside handoff to Jackson. Good yardage once again. He has been a very effective runner on this drive, especially, Joe.
That's been his 4th carry for the night. Doing fine there.
That little inside trap action starting to open up for Parkersburg South, and that's also going to open up some in the passing game, or a little bit of a jet sweep coming back this way.
So 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 4, 2 minutes and 46 seconds left in this first quarter. Hayes
show a blitz
will
and come
hand
on
the
the
ball off and get it to Jackson, and he got nowhere on that one. As you said, Joe, good inside rush there. That will see what Coach Thompson will do with this 4th down on the other side of the field.
And this is one of those plays, 4th and 4, where you're kind of you're not in too deep to punt, but it's well worth going for it here. See if Colin Hayes puts it in the air and tries to get a little out pattern, or maybe a quick in or a slant.
And also there could be the possibility of them drawing them off like South did on the other.
That'd be a nice 5-yard penalty.
And nice throw, but a good job. Good close off there by Burdett. Got a hand in there, knocked it away.
I don't know if we can get a replay, but that looked like a defensive hold on that slant coming from the slot. Looked like he had a step, and I saw the defender grab a hold of the receiver, but no flag. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
So the Flying Eagles will take back over on the 46-yard line on their side of the field. So we saw a 3 and out on both sides. We've seen a punt for the Flying Eagles and a
that's always an interesting decision for a head coach, because you're sitting right there. If you punt it, you put Beckley back around the 10 or the 5-yard line. They've got the whole field to go. If you don't make it, then you're basically at midfield.
I'll tell you what, both teams are moving the ball well for a 0-0 game.
Price looks to the right, and sideline pattern there, number 1. That looks like that was
Looked like
Javonte Wines. So a minimal gain on the pass.
They go 2,
Second down and a long 8.
I was going to say minimal, Mike. That was my call.
Oh,
Minimal gain.
I'll tell you what, though, that's Gage Price's first completion.
It's nice to see a football game tonight where both quarterbacks are capable of slinging it around. So we're going to see some good running and some exciting forward pass game.
Lines in motion. Oh, bad snap. It goes off the hands of Price, and he's going to fall on it. So that is monumentally bad, but at least they were still able to maintain possession, Joe.
Hey, there's your punt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ross back to the
And that's a pretty smart play because most times they'd probably try to pick that thing up. And the fact that he just put himself down on it, we're going to take this loss and then regroup.
So that's third down and Lemon and Barrett's.
Something like that. Mineral Wells. Let's see how cute Woodrow wants to get here. South can kind of sit back a little bit, keep everything in front of him, and try to force Beckley, Woodrow, Wilson into doing something silly here.
Not a lot of plays for 3rd and 26 in the playbook, but didn't say it couldn't happen.
So you don't think the linebackers are going to blitz on this one?
Oh, my goodness, and he's got a little bit of an opening, and that will be, I think that was Burdett once again on the catch. I'll have to wait and see.
Well, I tell you what, he delivered a blow at the end of that catch on that run right there. I don't know who that was over there, but he was in the catcher's position, and he got run down. Luckily, he had a few buddies over there to back him up.
So a couple of yards to kind of keep everybody honest. It's going to be 4th and long punting situation for the Flying Eagles.
And again, Parkersburg South got good pressure on Woodrow on their last punt on the left-hand side of the line. So let's see if they shored that up and get this kickoff more effectively than last time.
Might be Taj time right now as he is.
Yeah, it's always exciting when you're going to get the ball in Taj's hand.
Low snap. Good pressure. And that's going to be, it's actually going to move
nice
backwards.
snap.
A very ugly roll for the Eagles.
And if I accidentally call Taj Boyd tonight, Taj Boyd is in my head. He was a quarterback for Clemson.
Oh, yes.
Right? Back when.
Quarterback for WVU before he was Clemson.
Oh, that's right. He was a Rich Rod recruit. Yeah. Speaking of Rich Rod, he better get his stuff together tomorrow against Pitt.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know if we want to get into that right now.
I hate to call it a must-win, but that's a must-win.
Amen, brother. Amen. Mark it at the 46-yard line of South. They take over there.
11 seconds left here in this first period. It's gone along pretty quick.
Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of action, though, despite 0-0 on the scoreboard. A lot of action here in the first quarter.
Trips to the right, pistol formation. Put Sandy in motion, hand the ball off, and boy, Jackson, that's the second time he's done it. It's almost like he's running right by the quarterback and not getting a clean exchange.
You're right. That was a mistimed handoff. It was almost a pitch, and that's how it ended up on the ground early in the first quarter. They're lucky to keep that one off the turf, Joe.
We got one in the books, gentlemen, and at that end of the first quarter, we have a 0-0 score. We'll be back with more. You are watching high school football on CAS 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Debt getting you down? Zero out your high-interest debt with a home equity line of credit at One Community Federal Credit Union. Our lines start at 6.25 APR and have 0 points, 0 fees, 0 prepayment penalties, 0 cost for appraisals, 0 title fees. Terms and conditions apply. Details at onecommunityfcu.org and 888-771-1834. One Community Federal Credit Union in Parkersburg and Vienna. Your destination for financial freedom.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
And welcome back to Erickson All Sports Facility. 0-0. Parkersburg South and Beckley Woodrow Wilson. South has the ball, second down and 10. They have it marked at the 46-yard line. Sandy in motion. Again, Jackson. This time he's going to go around the left end. He's got a little bit of space. A little shimmy there. Gets it really close to the first down stick.
That was a little better exchange there by the quarterback and the running back. And number 8, Cooper Jackson, shows us a little bit of shake and bake on about a 9-yard run there. That's going to be close to a measurement.
I think that is a bit short.
Yeah, because we're looking right down the line. See where this guy puts it.
Well, they're going to have to measure that unless
That's short.
That marker on the other side's on the 44.
But it is 3rd down and 1.
You're right, very close.
Super close.
I told you I need an optometrist.
And we need to get a sponsor for that.
Lens Crafters, where you at?
2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right, but now we've got a receiver in motion, inside handoff. It's Jackson, and he stopped short.
That boy Woodrow Wilson jammed that one up real good, and you got to think right here we're in 2-down territory again with a 4th and short.
A little loss of property there. Ball is back at the 45.
I think you're right, Macho Bob. I don't even think they have even considered a punt on this one. 4th down and a long one.
Well, they don't do the tush push in high school, right?
And Parkersburg South defense hasn't done a good job shutting down Woodrow Wilson despite the long gains.
Wasn't so much of a tush push, but it was definitely, well, I don't know. I think they got stopped there.
That's a rugby scrum.
It was. It was very much rugby-esque.
Beckley coaches over there are very excited.
Yeah, I don't think he got it. I was standing up here thinking it was 3rd down for some reason, even though I just said 4th and short.
Well, if I'm Beckley, I don't like the spot, but even with the spot as it is, wasn't enough.
No.
So, a bit short.
Well, and I'll tell you what, we've seen these defenses bow their back when they needed to because both offenses have been fairly effective. Woodrow Wilson, the more effective offensive team. But when it boils down to it and the back's against the wall, the defenses have stood strong.
So both these teams have been kind of counter-punch right now, but right now still no score. And again, folks, we're having still some more technical difficulties with our on-screen scoreboard. We are still working on that. Hopefully we can get that one fixed.
Second quarter, 10:32 left, 0-0 score.
Receiver in motion, that's Clary. Hand the ball off. That looks like Burdett once again, good gain on 1st down, just went right up that right tackle.
Yep, and you see both of these teams are very similar in their offensive approach. They use the inside running game and the run-pass option, the RPO there with the quarterback riding that fake, trying to set up some outside passing.
And we hear Sandy's name come across the loudspeaker on the tackle.
He's all over the place, man. He's wearing lightning green shoes, neon green shoes for a reason.
2nd down and 2. Receiver split out far to the left. That's number 26, Zamir Jones. 2 receivers, actually 3 receivers to the right. Price puts a receiver in motion. Another mishandling of the snap, and now he's going to try and make something out of it. And they're going to say down from the point where he picked up the football. And
it'd be exciting to see that. Maybe he put his knee down. He sure didn't act like it. He acted like he was in play, but referees called him down in the backfield.
Costly play that's going to put it down at the 46-yard line. And a 2nd and medium turns into a 3rd and long, 3rd down and 9.
Is that the 2nd or 3rd bad snap, muffed snap?
That's at least the 2nd. 4 receiver set. Looks like a blitz. Here it comes. Oh, great hit there from number 39.
Oh, quarterback slow getting up.
Camaro Jackson, that engine was finally tuned.
Yeah, he was firing on all 8 cylinders, and he blasted that quarterback. Thank goodness he's up and kind of staggering towards the sideline a little bit. That young man's seeing stars right now. But it appeared to be a good, clean hit by 39.
Yes.
Just a good football.
And it was very late too because I saw the initial push from up the middle. So what was that?
Fortunate to get that pass off before he got annihilated back there and forced a fumble. That's what we come to football games to see, and that's why we watch NASCAR. We want to see those big crashes, and that was it right there.
So timeout called on the field.
Boy, off to a good start if you're any kind of football fan. I was going to say a defensive. If you're a fan of a defensive slugfest, you got that. But Woodrow Wilson has busted off some big gains, and Parkersburg South has made some touchdown-saving tackles, and then their defense, bows their back and gets the football back. So pretty exciting 0-0 game, to be honest with you.
4th down and 9. And it looks like it will be a punting situation for the Flying Eagles.
And for those of you at home, there is 9:02 left on the clock. Woodrow Wilson has 3 timeouts remaining. Parkersburg South has 2.
Tyler Radford will be the punter for the Flying Eagles.
Be his third punt of the night.
Joyce will await it. I think they are trying their best to keep it away from Joyce. That was directional right towards the sideline.
That's probably a good idea because Taj Joyce over there, I'm not going to compare him to Randy Moss, but he is built a lot like Randy Moss, and I'm looking forward to seeing him get the football in his hands tonight.
8:55 remaining in the half, 0-0 score between these two teams, and Parkersburg South will take back over on their own 18-yard line, first down and 10. And according to the people playing the music, got to be starting something, Joe.
That's right. Need a nice, long, sustaining drive to get us to halftime here. Go in 7-0. Get everybody excited.
I disagree, Joe. I want to see some big plays.
Just want to score right now.
Yes, I want to see some big plays.
Instant gratification.
Yes, hedonist. I want to see points
All
on the board.
good things come to those who wait.
Blah, blah, blah. 3 receivers to the left, and we're awaiting this.
Got the whistle.
Yeah, we finally got the whistle to say, let's go, guys. Fake the handoff, and a bad pass into the flat. Again, well, actually, that was number 6 that time. That was the intent, Channing Barrett.
Flashback to last week, Mike. I think we saw the same play from Spring Valley last week. Try to pass, and it was a little bit short.
Colin Hayes still looking for his first completion.
Well, he had the completion to Sandy over the middle.
Okay.
Green Shoes, man, had a nice catch over the middle there for a short 5 or 6 yard gain earlier.
That's another fumble, and that is most unfortunate because that's going to be picked up by the Flying Eagles, and they are just knocking on the door of the red zone. Another bad exchange.
Boy, that hurts, and they're going to have to work something out. You see, you guys thought the Lunchman Singh was going to be the starter, and Colin Hayes being a new starter in there seems to be some
disconnect with timing.
Disconnect. I was going to say some dysfunction there in the backfield. He's trying to make these long handoffs, and now the ball's been on the turf twice and nearly a third time.
And it also seems like he's almost wanting to hand it off and then pull it back.
Yeah, almost like a delayed
fake
handoff.
kind of hand thing.
Well, that one was painful because Woodrow Wilson is in the red zone.
Price will get the snap. Hand the ball off. That's Burdett, and he's juking and jiving, and he's getting to the 16-yard line. So a good gain on first down that puts them now within the red zone.
Well, and Parkersburg South defense does not have the luxury of a long field behind them now, so they need to buckle down here. 8 minutes, 15 left, second quarter, and force Woodrow to kick a field goal.
Well, Woodrow Wilson was having turnover problems in the last game. Now it looks like they're on the doorstep of being the benefit of a turnover.
Well, both teams have had some trouble in the backfield, quarterback ball handling.
Another late handoff. Burdett does a great job to get to about the 12-yard line. Did the rest to about just outside the 10-yard line. Good inside run that looks like it's going to move the chains.
Good yards after contact there, using the spin move. Like I said, that's very important for all running backs. Always finish your run with the spin move and a little bit of forward lean, and he did just that.
So first down and 10, just outside the 10-yard line at the 11. So they actually could still get another first down. Time ticking, 7:35 left in the half, still 0-0, but this has been the best chance of the game so far for either team, as here comes Beckley.
And Beckley can get a first down inside the 1. And there is the penalty bug.
It's like you saw the defensive front shifting, and it almost caused the offensive front to like 4 of them.
There was, it was every bit of 2 white shirts that moved.
And in a situation like this, I always say that that's not a terrible penalty because it gives you a little more room to run pass patterns.
First and 15 at the 16.
And you got to wonder how much confidence Street Serat has in his kicker after that first attempt down here on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Not to take anything away from the young man. He's certainly a better kicker than I am.
Price will Drop back, another big hit coming, but he puts it up in the air, and this time it'll hit the end zone turf.
Got
incomplete. Oh, we got
a flag.
Let's see what the call is, because where it could be a hold. It didn't look like a roughing the passer. I guess it'll be a timing thing.
The quarterback did, however. He did take a good shot, did a good job to get the ball off. He got it in the vicinity of the receiver. He took a big shot. And
referee's coming over to talk to Patriot coach. So
it was a hold.
Well, and now the penalty bug is back, and Woodrow Wilson is going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, and Coach Thompson said, yeah, you know what? Let's push him farther back. That's okay. Each yard puts him that much farther out of at least field goal range.
First and 25.
First and Lemon and Barrett's.
Yep, it's first 25. So they got, they got to go a lot of yards in just the 3 downs right now. It's going to be an interesting call right now. What they're going to do at the 26-yard line. 4 receivers set. Seems like this would be a good passing situation.
But we've
not seen Clary yet, and now they're looking for him. It's going to be a low pass caught.
Saw the South linebackers showing blitz, but they all dropped back into coverage and had that underneath stuff covered very well.
Good gain, at least a helpful gain, but they got a lot of yards to pick up here. 2nd and 22 at the 23-yard line. Time ticking, 6:36 remaining in the half. Still 0-0. Got trips to the left. Price looking that way. Again, that's going to be another hold. Well, no flag. I didn't see a flag.
Oh, boy, that linebacker on the right side of the Patriot defense got taken down by a headlock. That was a clear hold. I do not know how referees missed that one.
So on the out of bounds, mark it at the 21-yard line. Clock stopped at 6:14. Actually, mark it at the 22.5. 3rd down and a bunch. They got to get to the 1-yard line to get the first down.
All right, let's see where the pressure comes from this time. They've been showing blitz up the middle, but they came off the edge last down. So
Clarion winds to the left. Short drop back up in the air. A.J. Thompson, it's an intercepted pass.
Taj Joyce.
And that's a mismatch right there.
If you will not throw it to me on offense, I will go get it on defense. Taj Joyce, very good position on the long ball into the end zone. Good position, boxed his man out, and takes the ball back for the Patriots.
How many times do you see a 6'5" defensive back, too?
Wow, not very many times.
And they tried to get it to A.J. Thomas, who's pretty decent size at 5'10", but that is a very sizable difference when it comes. And he just got perfect position on there, got the interception, and yet another scoring chance gone.
Something about neon green, because Taj has the neon green gloves on out there. He has the gloves on.
6'5". It was easy for him to take that one away.
Hayes looks to the right, and dangerous because there was a lineman right there. Jackson got away from the initial tackler that made that good penetration, but he will get the tackle.
Yeah, he was over there just waiting on that. That receiver would have been better just swat that thing onto the ground.
As we move under 6 minutes now, 5:47.
Both of these teams they're in reverse right now.
A lot of negative plays going on over the last several minutes. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. It's Hayes in the shotgun. In the pistol formation, Jackson lines up right behind him. They'll disguise it and try to get it into the seam there, but the 2 defensive backs did not bite on anything right there. And they were able to get Sandy with the tackle there, and then yet another play that's going in the wrong direction there.
You got to wonder how long Coach Thompson stays with Colin Hayes. Is Lutschmissing going to see a drive here? But in a 0-0 game, it's hard to change anything this early.
And the clock's moving. I think last week when Lutschmissing was in there throwing 47 passes, that's going to stop that clock an awful lot.
Timeout called on the field, and it was called by Parkersburg South. We'll go ahead and keep it right here for now. We will have a ton of spots to play for you during the halftime. Plus, we will also Probably give you some moments with the Parkersburg South Band as well. They're warming up, ready to go. I think Woodrow Wilson is here too.
Woodrow brought theirs. Saw them bring some equipment around. They've got a grand piano sitting over here on the sidelines. So I imagine that's pretty interesting to travel with.
Joe, you're always excited about these halftime shows. Boy, you love the bands, don't you?
As a former band director, they put in a lot of work trying to represent their school, go to camp, do other things. So it's always neat to see them. Looks like Woodrow over there. No, that's South. All kinds of flags, etc. When you look at that South sideline, you see those three coaches that are calling in plays in the orange, yellow, and the green. That was one of the rule changes this year by the Federation. It allows teams to use fixed electronic signs to send in plays. So I guess those three guys decided they weren't going to hold an electronic sign, that they could just send it in a whole lot easier with their hands. So it'd be neat to see what schools do that in the future. Getting ready back to play action.
4:56 left in this second quarter. Trips to the left. Hayes looked at his halfback for a second. Now he'll drop back to pass. Looking downfield, and he just dropped the ball.
And that's a fumble.
Will it be? They're going to call it a fumble.
Yeah,
he did not have forward movement with that pass. He just dropped it from the exchange. A huge, huge fumble for Parkersburg South once again, and they are now knocking at the door, Joe.
1st and 5. It looked like he didn't get hit or anything. It just kind of popped out.
It just slipped right out of his hand.
Well, there was good press. He might not have gotten hit, but there were two white jerseys bearing down.
He definitely rushed it. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, there was no forward. It's not like the tuck rule or whatever they call it too. There wasn't any forward movement to that pass. And as he dropped his arm back, it slipped out of his hands. That changes from an incomplete pass to a fumble.
Well, and luckily for him, he plays on defense, and he's going to get a shot at retribution right here. 1st and goal from the 5.
5-yard line. That's all they got to go. Inside handoff to Burdett. He bounces off, and he drops the football. And they pick it up in the end zone.
Are they going to call him down, or are they going to call that a fumble?
Touchdown, Woodrow Wilson.
I'd like to see that replay.
Wait a minute.
He was very close to the ground.
That's also one of the new rules about a fumble. You can't get credit for forward action. It goes back to the spot of the fumble.
So Burdett got the handoff. I did not see. Was it Thomas, number 5, that picked up the ball? There's a discussion going on between the officials right now.
So be him down or be it a fumble.
There you go.
Fumbled in the end zone, so that's what allowed that to be a touchdown. If he fumbles it in the 1 and the ball goes into the end zone and is recovered, then the ball comes back to the 1.
Oh, that ball was fumbled short of the goal line.
So
that ball bounced into the end zone.
6 points on the board from that broken play. Woodrow Wilson takes the lead, and they'll try to get the extra point. And that one executed much better. At the 4:38 mark of the second quarter, it's Woodrow Wilson 7, Parkersburg South 0. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more on CAS 45. Presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Who's our sponsor?
Debt getting you down? Zero out your high-interest debt with a home equity line of credit at One Community Federal Credit Union. Our lines start at 6.25 APR and have 0 points, 0 fees, 0 prepayment penalties, 0 cost for appraisals, 0 title fees. Terms and conditions apply. Details at onecommunityfcu.org and 888-771-1834. One Community Federal Credit Union in Parkersburg and Vienna. Your destination for financial freedom.
What we do here is more than just a job. We make a lasting impact every day. The architecture, engineering, and field services professionals at Thrasher are providing the know-how to make projects successful. Whether you're just starting out or looking to advance, you'll find career paths that align with your goals and a company that's committed to your growth. At Thrasher, it's more than just another day on the job. It's the foundation for a better tomorrow.
Lovely night here in Parkersburg, and it's been a very interesting game, back and forth. And this time, a touchdown scored off of a turnover, and they almost had a turnover as they scored a touchdown. But Woodrow Wilson, the benefactor there, they were able to fall on that fumble in the end zone, and then they have the first touchdown of the game.
See, we look on the sideline, we see
good return there by
Kinson was doing some warm-ups with Taj Joyce. So it looks like Kinson's going to come in. Nope, coaches are going to pull him back.
That was Jackson on the return, good return, so they get some good space there.
Well, that young man's a good, strong runner, even on kickoffs, man. He hit the seam right there, popped it out there, and got it out to about the 30. He get to about the 35-yard line, it looks like, 34-yard line.
Parkersburg is going to have to find, Parkersburg South is going to have to find something that works in this remaining 4 minutes and 31 seconds. 7-0, Woodrow Wilson in the lead. Parkersburg South trying to do something about that. Hayes got a flag down on the play.
We'll call motion. Did they get set and then pop up?
Boy, these last
false start.
These last two drives have been painful for Parkersburg South.
And I don't see how that doesn't happen more often, because they do that where they set, then they look towards the sideline, you know, and get that new play. That seems like you could call that on every time that they do that. These colleges do the same thing. I don't know what the difference is, but that this time the umpire said, no, I didn't like that. And that will be to Jackson once again. He tried to take it to the right tackle, and he's brought down.
Flag up on that far side.
Flag on the play.
Parkersburg South offensive line is getting zero push, zero explosion off the ball. Woodrow Wilson is dominating the line of scrimmage.
It is definitely on South, because they just look towards the coaching staff for Woodrow Wilson. Decline the penalty.
Lose second. And 15.
The way that the referee's holding the microphone, pretty soon he's going to be start doing some stand-up, I would thinking. Look to downfield. It's Hayes. Put some air underneath it. Oh!
And a nice job there late off the rebound. And then when contact was legal, the defensive back did a good job.
Yeah, he was able to. That was actually pretty heady on his part to stop after the ball was knocked up in the air. Joyce still looked like he had a chance.
Well thrown ball. He had a chance. Quarterback Colin Hayes gave him a shot. Threw it out there where his receiver had the best chance to get it. And
that ball was bouncing around out there. Taj Joyce picked it up at the far numbers and threw it over to the south sideline in the air.
He's a good athlete. He is a fine athlete. That was a nice pass there by Hayes. There we go. Now we got
Jackson
number 8
in
in
the
the
flat.
open field. Woo, he was almost off to the races.
Full head of steam after he caught the ball, but still brought down at the 38-yard line. That'll be short.
Nice open field tackle.
Considerably.
I didn't catch the number there, but that was a touchdown saver.
That'll be 4th and 8.
Boy, and gutsy call here to go for it. 4th and 8 with inside 4 minutes left.
Trips to the right, and this might be just wasting a little bit of time here.
Could this be a pooch kick kind of thing with nobody in the backfield back there?
Hayes, nope.
No.
And that is going to be stopped cold.
Loss.
Absolutely blown.
Very, very interesting call that did not work in Parkersburg South favor, not whatsoever. Not only do they lose possession of the ball, there's still another 33 yards. Woodrow Wilson could do this all over again with 3:29 left in the half.
That Parkersburg South wide receiver over there got dominated there. The corner on the far side read the play, blew him into the backfield, and took 2 players down.
Loss of 5 yards.
And a turnover on Towns. Questionable call there to put your defense in a very, very tough spot at the end of the first half.
2 receivers to the short side, 2 receivers on the right side. Quick handoff. That's Burdett, who's ran a pretty good game up to this point.
Sandy again.
Yeah, boy, that's not good when your safety is your leading tackler, though. Again, even on the offensive side of the ball, Woodrow Wilson has established something on the offensive line here down in the trenches. They're getting a good push, especially right between the tackles.
Approaching 3 minutes left in the half, 7-0. Woodrow Wilson in the lead and the ball at the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Trips to the right. They have been going exclusively in this pistol formation. Short shotgun. Clary in motion. Inside run, a nice run once again for Burdett. He did not get first down yardage, but he is very close.
It's like they're just flipping back and forth. One play the right guard pulls, next play the left guard pulls, and they're trapping right off the butt of that pulling guard, and it's wide open up the middle.
Hayes with a nice tackle.
Third down and short for the Eagles. 2:25 remaining. Again, two receivers set. One back standing behind Price. Hands the ball off. That's Burdett with a head of steam. He got first down, and he's also a yard into the red zone now.
And that was just straight up blocking. Those offensive linemen fired straight out of their stances. They've established something here with this running game up the middle.
2 minutes remaining.
Look for a play action pass here at any moment. One of these next two downs, 1st and 10 is a good time. Pull it out of there and look for something down the field as the clock ticks away. 1:50 left, second quarter.
Woodrow doesn't seem in very much of a hurry.
They are not.
For under 2
Not
minutes,
panicked.
you know.
Bryce, little hitch pass to the left side, and it's caught by Wines, I believe. Quickly brought down by number 54 for Parkersburg South.
Well defended, good pursuit
Caden
from the
Johnson.
inside by the linebacker there. Sorry to step on you, Mike.
Timeout called. 1:31 remaining.
Hey, Macho, not too bad, buddy. With three of us with microphones, we're going to walk on each other. The key is on top of this press box is we don't walk over each other.
Exactly.
Well, I tell you what, we have a beautiful view up here tonight.
This is nice.
And what a magnificent evening. The weather, it's almost like there's no temperature. It's just perfect.
A lot of folks in the stands here, as you can see as well. And I'm waving at you.
All right, I see you guys up there. Bird's eye view up here on top of.
It's in my contract. I'm supposed to have a lot of camera time.
A lot of camera time?
I know.
Hey,
even if it's like yes, exactly.
Hey, where are they building these ball fields at? Are the ball fields going to be over here behind the buses on that?
I don't know. That's right. Just
announced
to the right. So pretty soon we'll be seeing baseball and softball fields over. That's where they shot all the bottle rockets over there.
Yeah, boy, and I tell you, being up here, you get a really good view of this stadium. They've done a fine job putting this thing together. It looks like a high school football stadium, and we're getting to see us a good game tonight.
2nd down and 9, looks down the field to pass, and again trying to test Joyce, and that has just been really, really kind of a silly move. Trying to get it to, this time it was Wines, but again, great coverage there by Joyce. He's just lockdown coverage.
Boy, when they throw to that side on South, that's South's best offensive play right now.
Do you call it a pick six if you run 90 yards to score after an interception?
I tell you what,
it does not matter. Yep, it's always, if you score 6, it's a pick six.
It's a pick six.
He almost had that one. He had his hands on it.
If he would have been able to, get control of that, there would have been not anybody that can catch him. Clock stopped at 1:25. 3rd down, 9. Mark it at the 19-yard line.
Play clock to 3, 2, 1. Just get it off.
They just did. Inside handoff, nicely disguised. That ended up being Wines on the carry. And that will take it inside the 15-yard line. No, to the 15-yard line. They're going to stop the clock with the timeout.
Yeah, that was a slick little play. That's the first time we've seen that one, Mike. That he came from the slot position, or maybe like lined up as a flanker there, and came back on a little counter action where they've been running that trap. Got him a few yards.
I think Coach Thompson called that timeout, hoping that if they do get points on this, or if they don't get points, no matter what, there's still 1:15 left on the clock for them to do something with.
Well, one thing that we know about Coach Larry Thompson now, this man is not afraid to take chances.
Yes, we've seen a couple of very interesting choices in this game up to this point. 4th and 6 on their side of the field, and it did not work in their favor. So it appears they're going to be attempting a field goal. We'll have to wait and see what personnel. If it will be a field goal, it will be a 25-yarder. Actually, it'll be
30-yarder.
Be a 32-yarder. And I don't see a kicker. I specifically asked for a kicker.
Well,
here
we go. 4th and 5 First down marker at the 10-yard line.
I guess they're just kind of playing with house money right now. Even if they get stopped, they're going to pin South deep. Price with the pistol shotgun.
That hard count's worked in the past.
They tried to see if they could get that cheap 5 yards, but it didn't work this time.
Fool me once. Don't get me twice.
So a timeout called on the field. So now we'll talk it all over again. Everybody wants to talk all the time. We want to thank all of our great sponsors, but we especially want to thank One Community Federal Credit Union for their title sponsor of this broadcast and their support throughout the season as well.
They've been with us for quite a while, haven't they?
They certainly have.
And I'm standing between two guys wearing glasses, so we're looking for an optometrist sponsor out there. Macho Bob needs some glasses. Numbers are getting a little blurry out here late in the second quarter.
If I don't have these glasses, I cannot see anything. They will try the field goal. They'll mark it at the holder will kneel down on the 22, so it will be a 32-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold.
Oh, nice
good kick. Boy, that would have been good from about 42.
And did you guys see those brand new nets behind the field goal post? Those are new.
That's very good.
Very football.
Don't have to go chase it anymore.
You're right. It doesn't trickle back into the band.
So the field goal is good, 10-0 with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. South still has that amount of time to try and do something, try to salvage something into the half.
Well, and to be honest, as sloppy as the play has been here in the first half, Parkersburg South put the ball on the turf a few times. They're kind of lucky to be still within striking distance. You got to wonder how daring you're going to be here with 1:12 left. A turnover and more points for Woodrow Wilson would not be optimal.
And I'm pretty sure actually we don't see number 5 go back there, so that's number 6 for South at
Barrett and Jackson.
Barrett Jackson and Cooper. Barrett and Jackson, I'm sorry.
I thought you was talking about the car auction.
Yeah.
Well, I would do anything I could to get Tosh Joyce the football. I'd probably put him up here in one of these short positions here around the 20. But because a lot of times these kickers don't kick it all the way to the goal line. The pooch kick and the little lob kick is more, the directional kick is more popular.
Vince Umberger is the one teeing it up for the Flying Eagles.
This guy thumps it inside the 10.
It's a pretty good kick. Jackson trying to make something, and he will get inside the 25, almost to the 30-yard line.
Yeah. And you like it anytime you can get the ball in that young man's hand. Cooper Jackson, Cooper with a K.
He's got some nice moves.
He's a very quick, shifty runner.
South has 1 minute and 5 seconds to work with.
So let's see what Coach does. Does he come out conservative, try to just go in at halftime, come back out in the second half regrouped, or does he take some chances, get that ball downfield?
Four receiver set.
Now, Colin Hayes, he has been more effective throwing the ball down the field than these short passes, these short swing passes. When he's got time to get back there in the pocket, plant his feet, he's got a good arm to throw it downfield, but these throws to the flank are just so slow developing. The corners that have dominated those.
That's one thing for sure that Woodrow Wilson has done well. Once the ball has been caught, they are swarming on that player. Jackson was the one that made the reception, but only about 1.5 yards on the gain. Second down, long 8. Inside handoff, and Jackson's got room to move. And good job getting it inside Woodrow Wilson territory to the 46-yard line.
And once he was down out of bounds, they ran about 3.5 seconds off the clock. Whoever the scoreboard operator is pulling for the wrong squad.
That's what happens on the road.
Oh, now they've got it running again.
And they got it running again. 22 seconds on a moving clock, and they're not moving.
Oh, does the clock not stop on it? He did not go out of bounds.
Looking down the field is Hayes. A lot of pressure and he dropped it.
And that's exactly what you didn't want to happen. They tried to rush it. Maybe an ill-advised pass there, but lucky that ball found the turf.
So a big, huge blessing right there, because not only did they not get the turnover, but they now have another chance, second down and 10 with a stopped clock, 10.2 seconds left.
I thought Cooper Jackson got out of bounds. I I was wrong about that.
It appeared that I thought he did, but that the officials did not make that call.
You know, we did have a quarterback change we kind of missed there with
All
Kinson in
right.
there.
Well, it just happened because Hayes did run the last play. Jensen Luchman Singh. He does have a pretty good arm. Matter of fact, he's got two from what they say. But
There you go.
timeout called, so looks like we're going to set up for some maybe a little trickeration there, guys.
Trickeration, isn't that our engineer in the box word there?
I come up with those, $5 words every once in a while. So, Luchman Singh does. He played the first two games. He's out. He's got 366 yards passing. They're actually going to give him 0.3 of a second. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
You got number 5 on the field, and you got a strong arm quarterback and Luchman Singh. Let's see what happens. They're going to have to give him some time. Hayes has not had a lot of time since.
Backer blitz.
And again, they are all in his business. And I don't think they have anything left to stop it. And the final seconds will tick off. They do stop the clock with 0.9 seconds left. Flag down on the play.
This is where our home audience is just saying, seriously? Seriously?
Well, I mean, if it's on Woodrow Wilson, it could be one more shot for South. Could be, and they're going to mark it off. So it's against Woodrow Wilson. They may need to put some time back on the clock, too.
After the play, dead ball, personal
Ooh.
foul.
Wow.
15-yard penalty from the end of the run. That'll result in a first down. The game clock will start on my whistle. Well, moves to the 32.
All right, so some good yardage there. They're going to move it all the way up to the 32-yard line, so that will definitely make this final play a little bit easier for Luchman Singh. Not much more space that he's got to. But again, Joe, they got to give him some time.
Well, and
Correction. With the timing option, the game clock will start on the snap.
okay, because that official announced it would start on his whistle. He cracks his whistle. 9/10 is done. They don't get
I
a
was
play
going to say
off.
they would never
So,
be able to get that play off.
Glad they corrected that.
Luchman Singh will drop back, looking downfield. Had lots of pressure in his face. Jump ball that will be just smacked out of bounds by number 8, Preston Clary. And that's how we'll end this half. It was really kind of a punch-counterpunch, Joe, for a lot of it. But a couple of mistakes, a couple of big mistakes by South. And Woodrow Wilson capitalized now for a 10-0 lead.
So what do you think coaches are going to go in there and talk about as we're seeing the fireworks take off here? South's going to say, hey, let's try to eliminate our mistakes. We've had decent field position. Maybe coach may say, hey, I put you all in a bad situation there, so we're going to fix that. Woodrow's going to say, let's keep the pressure going because we're moving that front line. We're doing fine with a running back. He's Burdette, is, 12 carries. We'll
Very
figure out how much.
effective.
Very effective. So that's exciting. You got the Woodrow band. Looks like they're not going to waste any time coming on. They're just going to run onto their spot.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the Battle of the Bands, if you will. We'll have the Woodrow Wilson Band, and then we'll also spotlight a little bit of the Parkersburg South Band later on as well. At the half, it's 10-0, Woodrow Wilson over Parkersburg South. You're watching high school football on CAS 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Debt getting you down? Zero out your high-interest debt with a home equity line of credit at One Community Federal Credit Union. Our lines start at 6.25 APR and have 0 points, 0 fees, 0 prepayment penalties, 0 cost for appraisals, 0 title fees. Terms and conditions apply. Details at onecommunityfcu.org and 888-771-1834. One Community Federal Credit Union in Parkersburg and Vienna. Your destination for financial freedom.
What we do here is more than just a job. We make a lasting impact every day. The architecture, engineering, and field services professionals at Thrasher are providing the know-how to make projects successful. Whether you're just starting out or looking to advance, you'll find career paths that align with your goals and a company that's committed to your growth. At Thrasher, it's more than just another day on the job. It's the foundation for a better tomorrow.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or gomart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
This is Jim Staley. From my 44 years of handling car wreck cases, I know that many people don't carry enough auto insurance to protect themselves and their families. That's risky and can lead to financial disaster. You can't rely on the driver who caused the wreck to protect you. You must protect yourself. If you don't know if you are adequately insured, call your local agent or call me. I'll review your policy for free and share my thoughts and experience.
Debt getting you down? Zero out your high-interest debt with a home equity line of credit at One Community Federal Credit Union. Our lines start at 6.25 APR and have 0 points, 0 fees, 0 prepayment penalties, 0 cost for appraisals, 0 title fees. Terms and conditions apply. Details at onecommunityfcu.org and 888-771-1834. One Community Federal Credit Union in Parkersburg and Vienna. Your destination for financial freedom.
Ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over today? You drove right past JR's Donut Castle and did not stop. You should go in and get some pastries and some donuts and maybe a pepperoni roll or something.
Your donut.
What? No, I'm not.
You're clearly a donut.
Nope, not a donut. Thank you for your cooperation. You have a good day.
What just happened?
Two Chucks in a Truck HVAC companies are a dime a dozen, but there's one that's been around over 60 years, Morrison Incorporated. High-pressure sales tactics, bogus equipment repairs, offers you know are too good to be true? That's not our style. As the Mid-Ohio Valley's factory-authorized Bryant dealer, we respect our customers, we value your business, and we guarantee our work. May seem an old-fashioned way to do business, but it's worked for Morrison since 1961. Always ready to do whatever it takes. That's Morrison Incorporated.
South High School Patriots Marching Band.
Debt getting you down? Zero out your high-interest debt with a home equity line of credit at One Community Federal Credit Union. Our lines start at 6.25 APR and have 0 points, 0 fees, 0 prepayment penalties, 0 cost for appraisals, 0 title fees. Terms and conditions apply. Details at onecommunityfcu.org and 888-771-1834. One Community Federal Credit Union in Parkersburg and Vienna. Your destination for financial freedom.
At WVU Medicine Camden Clark, we believe healthcare is more than just diagnosing and treating illness. At Camden Clark, you are seamlessly connected to all of WVU Medicine, which allows us to provide you the most comprehensive and innovative care to meet your healthcare needs. Our expertise in heart, cancer, neurosciences, and kids care provides seamless, integrated care here and across the region. WVU Medicine Camden Clark is dedicated to delivering the highest quality patient experiences today and for generations to come. The difference that our connection to WVU Medicine offers you is real and game-changing for you and your family's health. Our purpose is to innovate, inspire, and provide exceptional health care to every individual who comes through our doors. WVU Medicine Camden Clark, dedicated to excellent health care for generations to come.
Cox Family Pharmacy is here to save you the stress of knowing what pills to take and when with our pill packing service. You have a pharmacy staff that knows you with the experience to make it easy. Let us help you with our weekly pill packs. Cox Family Pharmacy, we're trusted.
At Cox Family Pharmacy, we've built our reputation by taking exceptional care of our patients. Our team takes the time to get to know you and your family so you can get the help and service that you deserve. Thank you for making us your pharmacy for over 17 years. Cox Family Pharmacy, we're trusted.
And we welcome you back to the Erickson All Sports facility. It's been a spectacular night for football, but if you're a Parkersburg South fan, it's not been a spectacular night up to this point. Down 10-0. A couple of just interesting choices along the way and mistakes that have been made and capitalized by Woodrow Wilson, and that's why we're here at 10-0. Mike Cameron, Macho Bob, and Joe Oliverio. And Joe, I understand you've got some stats that you want to share with us.
Yeah, Mike, so, very evenly played first half. You look at the first downs, 4 each. Look at rushing yards. Woodrow's got 19 for 59 yards. South, 13 for 63 yards. Passing yardage, each team has 8 yards. Woodrow's quarterback is 4 for 10. South 6 for 9. That Woodrow had 1 interception, which made things kind of interesting. Each team Woodrow ran 67 plays, South ran 71, so even in the play category. Average yardage per play, 2.3. We've got no punt returns to say. Fumbles, only lost 1.
Right.
Penalties, Woodrow's been penalized 3 times for 27 yards. South 3 for 15, and one of those was that big one that kind of moved them closer. Woodrow to the goal line. Woodrow's punted 3 times for an average of 28 yards. South has punted 1 time for 28 yards. The biggest difference comes in that time of possession. Woodrow's had the ball for 14 minutes, and South has only had it for 7. So hopefully Coach has talked to them at halftime. We need to get a little more time with the ball so we can do more things with it. Third down efficiency, not very good for either team.
I was going to say, that could be.
South is 0 for 4, and Woodrow is 1 of 8. So timeouts, none left because they took some of those. So, as you can see, fairly even. The only big difference is that time of possession. So let's just see what the coach brings out here and see what happens.
It's been not a crisp game. I mean, either team has not played a super, they have not executed well. But when it's going to come down to the story of the first half, big mistakes made by South, capitalized by Woodrow Wilson.
Turnovers, be it fumbling the football or be it turning it over on downs inside your own territory. They're early in the game. I think it was the first possession when South, or the second possession maybe, when South punted to Woodrow Wilson, and they flipped the field, and they've kept the ball in Parkersburg South's end of the field, and Parkersburg South turned it over inside the 10, and they turned it over on downs inside the 35, I believe it was, at least inside the 40. On one of those drives down here, Taj Joyce had his hands on an interception, a second interception. That could have been a game-changing play right there, but that ball fell innocently to the turf. And here we are. South gets the ball to start the second half. By the grace of God, they're only down 10. They're still in the football game.
And these seemingly are easy fixes too. I mean, they're going to have to get something going. But again, it's been ball placement. It's been where they've been on the field, and then some bad turnovers. So if they shore that up, you would think a much better second half.
And like you said earlier, when I said Colin Hayes would be the starting quarterback, you mentioned that he's the leading receiver. Maybe we're going to see him move out to receiver, and we'll get Lunchman Singh in there and throw the ball around a little bit, because Parkersburg South is at this point one-dimensional. And when you become one-dimensional, you become easy prey.
You were going to say something, Joe?
Well, we were looking at which running back is going to break one out here. Is Cooper Jackson, he's going to continue to get the carries. What about on the other side, Gage Burdett? So is one of them finally going to pop one loose and get down there and score? Naturally, South fans hope it's Cooper Jackson. A 10-7 changes the emotion in this stadium very quickly.
Yeah, and boy, when you say the name Gage in this stadium, all I can think about is number 2, Gage Wright, currently wrestling for Virginia Tech down in Blacksburg. Boy, what a tough, hard-nosed running back that kid was.
He's a man among boys.
Yeah, you could hand it to him 50 times a game and don't worry about it. That dude did not get tired. He was he came straight out of a long football season, straight into the Ironman, and wins the Ironman and wins the Powerade. What a good competitor Gage Wright was. Fond memories there.
So they will be getting, as I say I'm talking about Parkersburg South, will be getting possession in this second half. And next week, is it going to be a big week right here on CS 45 because it's rivalry week? Of course, at the end of the week will be, of course, the football matchup between Parkersburg High School and Parkersburg South. But there's other sports, guys.
Those Olympic sports, as they say.
Exactly.
Like
there's going to be more to offer there. So all throughout the week, volleyball. Brian, go ahead and tell me in my ear what's going on here. Volleyball Monday. Boys soccer will be on Tuesday. Girls soccer will play Thursday, and of course, football on Friday. And again, we've said this many times. We've said this on many broadcasts. You get Parkersburg and Parkersburg South in the same stadium, in the same arena, in the whatever. It's going to be quite entertaining, and it's going to be quite the fight.
And throw the records out the window.
Exactly.
As they say it's.
I'm hoping that they finish. Usually they finish the cross country meet. They'll do a dual cross country meet. And I don't know if you know about toughness, but these cross-country runners, man, sometimes they cross the finish line unconscious. They got their coaches out there catching them as they pass out and putting them on ice. You know what I mean? Those are some of the toughest competitors in any sport.
I stopped running a long time ago, so I have no frame of reference what you're talking about.
Boy,
I can get out of my seat and actually get unconscious sometimes.
I used to get paid to run, but it was only 94 feet at a time. and if I got tired, I just blew the whistle and we stopped. So
unfair advantage. Not everybody has a whistle, Joe.
This football field of 100 yards long running, that just was not in my future.
No, I'm happy to watch. We'll just do it that way. So yes, big week next week. Please join us for all that. You can always you can check us out on the YouTubes, on the Facebooks, anything that's CAS 45 related there. And the schedule, you can find it at cascable.com.
Mike, as we get ready to do this kickoff, it looked like South front line was on the right side of the field and the receivers were all the way at the other end. So now they've had to run the 100 yards this way to get back in order to get there, and that ball's picked up.
Nice. I thought it was going to go all the way to the very back receiver there, but it was actually picked up by number 22, and he'll get a decent amount of yards there. That was Logan Graham that picked up that.
He gets about 82 yards on that play because he ran to 60 to get back to that spot and then the 20 to come on up.
If they just paid attention at the beginning part of the game.
It was on the board.
All right, so South, first opportunity of the third quarter. 29-yard line is where they'll mark 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. And then we've got Hayes back in the QB position. Hand the ball off to Jackson and immediately stopped.
Boy, the holes that were there early for Cooper Jackson, they're just not there.
A lot of big boys on that Woodrow Wilson front line, but they don't seem to be winded anyway, too. So they must have some pretty good conditioning over there in Beckley.
Oh, and after a few good runs there early, Cooper Jackson's been bottled up pretty good by the interior of the Woodrow Wilson line.
Again, a long look to the sideline for the play call. They're going to take it all the way down to 10 seconds left. Motion. And somehow he was able to zip that pass in there. Number 6 makes the connection. Channing Barrett. I don't know how in the world he got it over those interior linemen.
And it looked like he threw a little sidearm deal there. The defensive end had pressure upfield. He kind of went underneath there, delivered a good ball. The receiver, number 6, made a good catch there coming back to the football. That's Channing Barrett coming back to the football and gaining a few yards, bringing up a 3rd and 6.
33-yard line, 3rd and 6. Hayes drops back, setting up for a screen pass, and immediately bottled up. Good job by the defensive. We do have.
No, just down here looking at
okay.
Taj Joyce way past the South.
They're just not giving him enough time to get a long ball like that.
Taj looks over to the sideline like, guys, I was wide open.
Stop by Beckley.
Tinson Lunchman saying in to punt.
And 8.
You think at some time with his arm we might see a fake punt?
We've got to see him in the quarterback position at some point this evening.
Nice punt.
Nice punt, directional to the sideline, and it's going to land at the. Where are they going to mark it? They're going to mark it at the 27-yard line.
Little rugby style left foot.
That was sweet.
Spinner.
Nice little spiral.
Yeah.
So not much to glean from that first drive from Parkersburg South. Now they are forced to take Woodrow Wilson and stop them, keep them off the board, and keep this lead just at 10.
And it's been a very vanilla attack by the Parkersburg South Patriots. It appears to me, again, he's been under pressure all night. Colin Hayes looks a little better throwing the football down the field than he does to the flanks, but it's going to be on that offensive line to create some time and some space for that running back. Time for the quarterback and space for the running back.
Good job by Burdette just to extend the play. He got bottled up quick, tried to bounce it out to the outside, and give him a half a yard and a green ribbon for participation.
And that's a rarity right there. Woodrow Wilson has been regularly popping, 4 and 5 yard runs on first down. A little better opportunity for the defense here with a 2nd and long.
Price went all the way to the sideline once again to get that play call from Coach Serat. Split out Thomas all the way to the left. Again, that pistol formation. Price looks over to the Patriot defense, gets the snap. Looked like there might have been a little movement there. And nice throw, but he did throw into double coverage. And South was able to knock that down.
He did. Good job by the corner there running with the deep route, and good job by the safety there to close some distance and get 4 Patriot hands up there to break up that pass. Good clean breakup.
So 3rd and 9 after that incomplete pass.
There you see Coach Thompson trying to rally the troops.
Nice thing about that pass is it was on a dime.
It was. It was perfectly
placed. It
placed.
wasn't a duck that was thrown up there trying to get the 10, 20, 25-yard pass. It was where it needed to be, just like you said, into double coverage.
Yeah, there was too many blue shirts for that pass. 3rd and 9, stop the clock, stop the play.
Ooh.
Timeout called.
Early timeout.
Yeah, it looks like the Woodrow Wilson coaching staff did not like what was happening out there.
And like you said, Joe, I'm sorry, Mike. Like you said, Joe, there's been a couple well-thrown balls by Woodrow Wilson quarterback on the money, and excellent coverage by the Patriot defensive backs. We had the interception by Taj Joyce earlier. We had the pass breakup by him, and then that was a nice pass breakup there on the last play. Two Patriot defenders converging to force the incompletion.
3rd down and 9, 9-10 remaining. Scoreboard's back up. Very good.
Very nice, very nice.
Well done, Brian Guthrie.
Brian's doing a great job in there, but we've also got Austin, CJ, and Jim on our cameras providing the viewing for our public.
Austin and CJ, two fine wrestlers for crosstown rival Parkersburg High School.
And Ava on the graphics, too. Can't forget about her.
Okay.
Rolling out, and lots of pressure on there. He'll be brought down. Luckily, it'll probably be the line of scrimmage, but there was nothing downfield, and the pressure, finally, Parkersburg South was able to dial that up a bit.
That's such a hard thing for a right-handed quarterback to be running to his left and trying to look for a receiver back across the field.
Well, silver lining for Woodrow Wilson is that he held on to that football because he was getting pursued from behind, and a good opportunity for a strip. But here we go, 4th and 9. Woodrow Wilson lines up to punt.
Let's see if they will test out Mr. Joyce.
Well, I would like to see him get his hands on a football back here.
Oh, he's going to get a shot, and it's a line drive, so he's got room to work with, too. Nice move to get away. He's trying to get to the sideline, still on the hash mark. And finally, it takes a village, but it got him down.
Nifty little spin move there, created a little bit of space for him. He made something out of nothing there. Fine return by number 5. It's always exciting when your game breaker gets the ball in his hands. They need to find ways to get the ball in his hands on this offense. I don't think he's had an offensive touch tonight.
He is, yeah, they have not been able to utilize him in a receiving situation. Yeah, it's imperative on the coaching staff to be a bit creative to see if we can get number 5 the ball. He'll split out to the far right. We've got 2 receivers to our side.
Looks like Lunchamasing in there at quarterback. Can't see who's deep behind him.
Fakes the handoff, but he's going to keep it, and he's going to rumble down to the 40-yard line, and a flag down on the play.
That's going to be a face mask or a horse collar, one of the two. It was thrown straight at the tackle. Good run there by Lunchamasing. A little counter action, quarterback boot to the left. It was a designed run. Excellent play call there by Coach Larry Thompson. Well executed.
Oh!
My goodness, I missed it.
Wow.
One thing I've gotten used to in my life, Mike, is admitting that I was wrong.
It's okay, Macho Bob. I mean, from the vantage point where the official threw the flag at, it looked like it was not there. It looked like it was at the point of contact with the play. So it was very, very, well, the good thing with this was it's a spot foul, so good yardage. It's now still 1st down and 9 now.
So 1 yard gain on the play.
Lunchamasing will hand the ball off inside. I think that was number 2. That would be Sandy, would it not? I don't see the green shoes.
I don't see the green shoes.
No, Sandy took the fake. That was Cooper Jackson. Cooper with a K.
And he's had such a great game. Why would I think it was somebody else?
Well, I tell you what, he is a gritty runner inside there. He's got some good wheels on him, and he's got some good leg drive. He runs hard.
Inside Flying Eagle territory, 2nd down and 3. Lunchamasing will be again at the QB. Fake the handoff, throws it a lateral, and that's going to be close to a 1st down. Nice play. He threw it backwards. Jackson did the rest.
Looked like some old school triple option, kind of a speed option there from Lunchamasing, the late pitch.
And
good hands by number 8, and pounds 4 gets close to the 1st down. Looks like he got it.
So close, he got it.
Number 7 has sparked this offense.
I think so.
See if they can keep this going, get down here, put some points in the board, and climb back into this football game.
And Hayes is the back behind Lunchamasing on there. He gets the nope, that's still Jackson. Sorry, Jackson.
Boy, what a game this young man is
having. 1st down yardage.
This is probably what they talked about at halftime, trying to draw up the plays.
Reminiscent of a 1992 Dave Mackey. I don't know if you guys remember Dave Mackey, but in 1992 the Patriots went 8-2, lost in the playoffs to an undefeated state champion Barbersville team.
You are going back into the memory banks.
Too many men on the field for Woodrow.
That's going to be inside handoff, but let's see. I think Joe.
Yeah, lineman was trying to get over there by the coach. He didn't get off in time.
Joe's showing his stripes right now.
God, he's got a good set of eyes on him over here, Mike.
Conversation.
Like, okay, we picked up 4 yards, so do we want 5 yards?
Yeah, I would say you decline or accept this penalty and take 1st and 5.
The 12th player didn't get off the field prior to the snap. Against the defense, that's a 5-yard penalty.
There you go.
4-yard gain, 5-yard penalty. Let's take the penalty.
Ah, you're messing with my stats.
Well, it's 1 more yard.
Okay, you said Colin Hayes is in the backfield here. Maybe they're going to utilize him.
That's still Jackson. And he made a nice move all the way to the 10. No, that was, yes, it was Jackson. Okay. These single-digit numbers look so much similar to me. I'm sorry. I saw 6 jump up, and I'm like, did he run the ball?
He was a little slow getting up there, but, boy, someone has lit a fire under his hind end.
Ball was at the 10.
1st and goal, 10-yard line.
I think Channing
Parkersburg South is driving.
6 was just excited with that block he was able to put.
He did deliver
coming in motion
very nice
again.
Block.
Oh my goodness, that was a dart right in his hands.
Okay, they're going to call that incomplete. That was right down the line of scrimmage. It could have been considered.
And you can see a definitive difference in arm strength from Colin Hayes here to number 7, Mr. Lutchman-Singh. He's got the Patriots on the move.
2 receivers to the left, Jackson behind him. He'll get the pitch. Jackson takes it to the 10, cuts inside, and he'll get it down to approximately the 1.
Good little run there off tackle. Didn't look like there was much there, but number 8, Cooper Jackson, put that foot in the ground. He cut towards the end zone, made a little leap, and got inside the 5-yard line.
3rd down, 1-yard line.
Does your offensive line get the push?
He's got it all the way down to the 1. You see the football laying there on the doorstep.
And I wouldn't rule out Lutchman-Singh in this either. He on his first play really designed play with the run. He's a big runner as well. Nope, it's
touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
That is, I think that was Hayes.
Cooper Jackson.
Cooper Jackson. My goodness.
I think Colin Hayes was his lead blocker in there, so you come.
He was definitely in the backfield, but it was a designed instant, straight snap to Jackson, and he was able to get the yard that he needed. Touchdown, Parkersburg South, and points that they so desperately needed as well.
Time. Let's give big time credit. Let's give big time credit to number 7, Lutchman-Singh there. Losing his starting job, but he doesn't sit around pout about it. He gets his opportunity to come in the game and leads a big scoring drive to cut the lead to
tell you what, this crowd kind of woke up now.
And James Thompson gets that extra point, and that puts the score at 10-7. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with more exciting football action. It's 10-7, Woodrow Wilson in the lead. You're watching high school football on CAS 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Debt getting you down? Zero out your high-interest debt with a home equity line of credit at One Community Federal Credit Union. Our lines start at 6.25 APR and have 0 points, 0 fees, 0 prepayment penalties, 0 cost for appraisals, 0 title fees. Terms and conditions apply. Details at onecommunityfcu.org and 888-771-1834. One Community Federal Credit Union in Parkersburg and Vienna. Your destination for financial freedom.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or gomart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
I think we got a ball game. 10-7, 5:22 left here at the Erickson All Sports Facility. Woodrow Wilson still with the lead, but a nice drive there by Parkersburg South to cut into this lead. Let's see what the Flying Eagles will do on this next possession. A.J. Thomas will scoop up the ball at the 25 and gets a couple of yards, brought down. And Beckley Woodrow Wilson will take over just shy of the 30-yard line. So drive when they needed it there, Macho Bob.
Well, and what you saw there was a defense that had to respect the forward pass, and that changes the complexion of the game. That opened up some big lanes for Cooper Jackson, and boy, what a tough runner he is.
And a good job, and you made the point, Macho Bob, too. A good point. Lutchman Singh did not get the start. He started the first 2 games, did not get the start today, but he was Johnny on the call, ready to get in there when they needed him, and he did. They for whatever reason this time, this last possession, he ran that drive very well.
Well, and big credit to Colin Hayes there for stepping aside from quarterback, getting in and lead blocking down the field, too. So team players, team effort down there.
Burdett with the ball carrier for the Flying Eagles, 4 yards on that. Mark it at the 34-yard line.
It was an interesting play because Woodrow had 2 receivers stacked over here on their right with only 1 defender.
Let's see if they bring a similar, looks like they will not this time, but 3 receivers to the left. Price in the shotgun. And the ball off again. It's Burdett. Great gain. He got through first and second levels. They didn't even get a hat on him until the secondary.
Again, that was their most successful play throughout the first half. Left guard pulled. They run right off the left guard's butt, straight over the center, and a good gain straight up the middle for Woodrow Wilson.
Interesting drone flying above. I wonder what it's doing.
Taking pictures of us, Joe.
That's right. I think it's been some suspicious activity up here.
Suspicious activity on top of the press box.
There's probably some other cable networks out there recruiting us. So
trips to the right.
Whoever's writing the paychecks. So
Bryce hand. Another handoff inside to Burdett. He's the workhorse.
Better effort there by the interior of the defense to shut that one down. Minimal gain. 3.5, 2.5, maybe 3 yards. We'll see where the spot is.
2.5 yards and a cloud of rubber pellets.
Yep. Boy, it felt good for me. I had to go down there on the field and did those pregame interviews. I was so nervous, felt like I was getting ready to run out there and play a game myself.
It just looks so very nice. This debut tonight here, and then Williamstown with their new field as well, new turf field. So Wood County just taking a step up. Trips to the left, 2nd down and 8. Price. Again, the handoff to Burdett. He gets by the first hit, but doesn't get much on that second advance there. That was actually Wines with the carry. He'll take it to the 45-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd and around 6.
Well, and the way tonight's game's going, heck, we might be in 4-down territory right here. We'll just see how daring.
Parkersburg South faithful stepping up their cheering game.
Yep, we're shaking up here. They got the press box rocking on the home side of the field.
2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Clary in motion. Handoff. Burdett gets by the initial lines, and he'll get 1st down yardage again. He got through the 1st and 2nd levels, brought down by the defensive secondary once again.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know. They're consistently running to the right off the guard's butt. Whichever guard pulls, they're running the opposite side, or they're running to that side. It's just unstoppable right now for the Patriot defense.
Great yardage on that play. Gets into South territory, 46-yard line. A little bit more of a bunch formation this time, but still 2 receivers to the right. Price steps back, another handoff to Burdett. This time the linebacker says,
Yep, and there was no pulling guard that time. That was just straight up blocking. Woodrow fired straight off, blocked the man in front.
Caden Johnson says, respect my authority.
Yeah, that was a good stick right there. That's how you fill a hole.
You're talking about that rivalry week. Parkersburg High is over Hurricane right now, 24-10 in the 3rd.
Parkersburg's leading that game?
Parkersburg's leading that game. University High, who played our Patriots in the 4th quarter, 62-12 over Buchanan.
I'd be curious to see if Tyler Cameron got any snaps for PHS tonight.
Double handoff. Inside handoff to Burdett. Burdett then got the handoff to number 18. Nicely executed play. Jaheim Miller right there. And he's going to be close to the first down.
A little bit of trickeration.
Yes.
35-yard line, 1st and 10, Beckley.
Little bit of handy-dandy fancy.
Yeah, that was a very nicely executed
ball
play.
handling there.
Got the defense going one way, then the second handoff. Mark it at the 35-yard line.
Boy, this third quarter has just disappeared on us. 1 minute remaining.
Those running plays kind of keep that clock moving, don't they, Macho?
Burdett again. This time he's bottled up.
Big stick
And
there.
they're going to belly-to-back suplex.
Colin Hayes with the 4-point move. And quarterback slow to return to his feet. I apologize. That was number
Burdett.
3.
Yeah, it was
Peyton,
Burdett.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Gage Burdett.
You just like that wrestling
Hey,
move.
hey, the PA guy got it right. It was certainly a takedown.
Well, one thing being on top of the press box here, the lights are really not in our favor. So the paper that we're looking at's getting a little dark up here.
Yeah, I thought about bringing a desk light to this game for some reason.
Could be the final play of the third quarter. Price waits the snap. Low snap. Good job of scooping it up. That'll be A.J. Thomas with the catch.
Little shoestring tackle finished up by Derek Sandy.
And a very, very rapidly moving third quarter. And that's how we end. Your score after 3 quarters, Woodrow Wilson 10, and Parkersburg South 7. Back with your fourth quarter. You're watching high school football on CES 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Debt getting you down? Zero out your high-interest debt with a home equity line of credit at One Community Federal Credit Union. Our lines start at 6.25 APR and have 0 points, 0 fees, 0 prepayment penalties, 0 cost for appraisals, 0 title fees. Terms and conditions apply. Details at onecommunityfcu.org and 888-771-1834. One Community Federal Credit Union in Parkersburg and Vienna. Your destination for financial freedom.
What we do here is more than just a job. We make a lasting impact every day. The architecture, engineering, and field services professionals at Thrasher are providing the know-how to make projects successful. Whether you're just starting out or looking to advance, you'll find career paths that align with your goals and a company that's committed to your growth. At Thrasher, it's more than just another day on the job. It's the foundation for a better tomorrow.
Parkersburg South got that spark in the third quarter, got that touchdown to cut into the lead 10-7. And right now it's a 3rd and long. Parkersburg South trying to get the ball back from Woodrow Wilson. Trips to the left. Price in the shotgun. Parkersburg South trying to stop this momentum. Roll out. Got a little bit of space to work with, but it closes quickly. Camaro Jackson with the sack.
Nice open field tackle.
You ever seen a Camaro with one of them big brush guard bumpers on it? That's what this guy is, man. He's got off-road tires and a bumper on him because he likes to hit. Nice tackle there by Camaro on the perimeter.
Hey, while they're looking at that, George Washington Cabell Midland in this quad A was postponed tonight for some reason. Huntington over Spring Valley, 28-7 in the third. We said that Parkersburg High Hurricane score was 31-10 in the third. Parkersburg up. Martinsburg final over Woodson out of DC, 70-6.
Tight game.
Morgantown 52-7 over Hedgesville. Riverside in the third quarter, 23-0 over St. Albans. As we move to some of the people in the area.
We do have a injured player on the field right now for Parkersburg South. They're taking care of that. I think it is just a cramp. You know what? I had a cramp walking up these steps. So
Polka's over Ravenswood, 35-12. I think we're going to be in Ravenswood sometime this season doing a game down there. Roane County over Clay, 42-7 in the third. South Harrison crushing Ritchie, 60-26. Tyler Consolidated losing to Doddridge County, 47-8. Warren Local right across the river got beat by Independence, 35-0.
That was Camaro coming off the field. A little pit stop.
St. Mary's got beat by Cameron, 40-2.
40-2?
40-2.
Oh. Fourth down for Woodrow Wilson, and they're going for it. Interesting choice again at the 35-yard line. They got to go the full 10 yards for the first down. Price steps back, airs it out, and a receiver. It's Clary. He's going to go in for the touchdown. 4th and 10.
Wow, exactly.
Coach Serat rolls the dice, and really that's been the first most effective passing play for the Flying Eagles.
Boy, that was the wide out here to this side on a little post pattern, little skinny post. He caught it right on the hash mark, made a good run, broke a few tackles, and slid in there for the touchdown.
Well, most of the time when they're putting that pass in the air, they're going to the side where number 5. They decided, let's not try that side, let's try this side, and it was much more effective for them.
Yeah, well executed. That receiver was wide open. There was no one within 5 yards of him when he caught the ball.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the score is now 17-7. Boy, South really had something cooking there. 4th and 10, but they're turning the tables right there, the Flying Eagles. Let's take another break. We'll come back, more fourth quarter action. 17-7, Beckley in the lead. You're watching high school football on CAS 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Debt getting you down? Zero out your high-interest debt with a home equity line of credit at One Community Federal Credit Union. Our lines start at 6.25 APR and have 0 points, 0 fees, 0 prepayment penalties, 0 cost for appraisals, 0 title fees. Terms and conditions apply. Details at onecommunityfcu.org and 888-771-1834. One Community Federal Credit Union in Parkersburg and Vienna. Your destination for financial freedom.
This is Jim Staley. From my 44 years of handling car wreck cases, I know that many people don't carry enough auto insurance to protect themselves and their families. That's risky and can lead to financial disaster. You can't rely on the driver who caused the wreck to protect you. You must protect yourself. If you don't know if you are adequately insured, call your local agent or call me. I'll review your policy for free and share my thoughts and experience.
And welcome back, and already the ball kicked off by Woodrow Wilson, and a bit of a mistake made there as the receiver, I think it was Jackson, that caught it, slipped, knee touched the ground, so they had to call the play dead at that point. So Parkersburg South does have possession, but it will be on their own 2-yard line.
Wow, what an unfortunate circumstance here for the Patriots. Looked like he had a little bit of room to run there when he caught it, slipped down, knee touched.
Got an injured Patriot on the ground right there about the 32-yard line.
A lot of real estate in front of you now with a 10-point deficit.
One other score in the area, we said, Williamstown was going to premiere their new field tonight. They ran into a buzzsaw against Wheeling Central. 47-19 was that final.
I told them to put in a doggone Supercross track.
I saw you.
Yeah,
Macho Bob out on the town.
Yeah, I tell you, well, I go out there and pick my grandson up from school every day, so sometimes I take a little stroll over there, and I talked to him about putting in a motocross track, and they put in new turf. It'd be different if Williamstown would win a state title once in a while.
All right, so that is costly right there, because the injured player was Cooper Jackson, who has been, is it 9?
No, I said, oh my. Cooper Jackson, that is not good the way they're carrying him off the field.
All right, we have just now been given confirmation it's actually number 9.
Oh, no, Colin Hayes, not good. That's not good either.
So, and he is needing help off of up the field right now, so they're going to take him over.
Madison Camden Clark Medical Center tent.
Yep. And he is a senior, so let's hope this is not a serious injury and he can return to action.
South down 10. 11:02 left in this fourth quarter. Luchman Singh will run the offense. Hand the ball quickly off, and that is Jackson, who got good yardage on first down. Mark it close to the 10-yard line. We have to go talk to these schools and give them big numbers for their jerseys. Huge numbers. They're bunching up. It could be 6, could be an 8. Well, we should know if it's a good run, it's got to be 8.
Well, good gain there on first down to give yourself a cushion off of that goal line. Quick pitch to 8 again, and here he goes.
Good cut back there to go up the hash marks, first down yardage. So 2 plays, 2 pretty good gains, 1 moving of the chains, first down. And then we're going to hurry it up at the 16-yard line.
Yep, that time is just ticking away, so they need to maintain some pace here with the long field in front of them.
Over to Joyce, and he's just going to try and fight through there, and he'll get some extra yardage.
And you see there what Lutchmasing brings to the Patriot offense. He has a little bit stronger arm, a quicker release, and gets that ball to the perimeter in a more timely manner.
It's a good matchup between Joyce and Clary. 2 really good athletes going up against each other right now.
On that short pass, though, I'd like to see Joyce on the far side where he's got room and wider to do his thing up there.
Nice run. It's Jackson and a shoestring tackle. Nicely done. If that doesn't happen, it might be to the yard.
Boy, I was about to say that he has been on the cusp of a couple long gainers, and these Woodrow Wilson defenders are doing an excellent job just catching him at the last second. Look for him to bust loose or a big play in the passing game here shortly.
Inside handoff. That time it was Sandy who was stopped cold.
D. Cleater.
Sandy gets the call, hit at the line of scrimmage. Man's on the stop.
Probably about a quarter. Can you even do a quarter of a yard?
I don't know, but that was an authoritative tackle right there. That dude meant business.
Second down, and let's just call it 10 once again. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 in the backfield with Lutchman Singh. Quick handoff. That's Jackson. Get a good job to get away from the defensive end.
He's
brought
slow.
down.
He's slow to get up this time. He's got to be getting tired out there. He's had some a bunch of carries, and boy, he is just getting banged up out there in the middle of that defense.
Third down, critical third down, 5 yards. And at this point in the game, you probably would have to think, and they've done it before in this game, so it wouldn't be that much of a surprise, but 4 down territory.
At about this spot, too, on the field.
Lutchman Singh rolls, throws, receiver falls. That was Barrett.
I was about to say I'd like to see the quarterback on the perimeter with a run-pass option, and it appeared, though, he might have had a little lane there to take off and run with it. But had the receiver not fallen down, that pass may have been completed.
On that incomplete pass, clock stops at 8:51. 4th down, very huge play.
Well, especially on this part of the field right here. Similar thing happened in the first half. They turned it over on downs.
Timeout.
Wow, big play right here.
Need a little extra time to talk about it.
You know, you wonder with a new turf what the footing is actually like. Do they have the type of shoe versus the grass from last year versus the turf this year? Because we've seen some slipping that normally you don't kind of see.
And this is all trial and error. They've never, I mean, unless, you know, the opposing stadium, they know how that works, but every field's just a little bit different in that respect, and plus it's getting a little cooler out now. It's a little chill to the air, and that turf might be getting a little slippery. You're making a very good point there.
You know, because on baseball, they always rough up the baseballs before the game because they've got that sheen to it. So you wonder, does this field have that type of sheen to it right now?
It's got that new feel, smell.
Sheen. You guys been shopping on Sheen?
Yes.
Hey, where's
4th and 5. Oh no.
False start on the halfback, or the deep back there. Caught him leaning to the right.
False start.
I almost feel like that was going to be. I almost feel like that was going to be a reverse, maybe a pitch to that deep back, and he was going to reverse over here to toss Joyce, and he something special was going on there because he was extra anxious.
So does that change the play call?
My
4th
goodness,
and 10.
Man, this is a tough spot to go for it.
Punt it and put it in the hands of your defense to make a quick stop.
Coach Larry Thompson is he's not going to punt.
All right.
Grunt. Here we go, 4th and 10, big
Roll
play.
the dice. Lutchman Singh drops back. Got lots of time. I think he might have been past the line of scrimmage anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to be a flag and lost it down, and that's going to give the ball back to Beckley there because he was at least a yard past the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
Illegal forward pass, whatever the terminology is.
Yep, and just saw that receiver was in a wide open area over there all by himself. Just seen him a split second too late. And the offensive line has given Lutchman Singh a little more time than they were giving Colin Hayes in the first half.
Fix the offense, number 7. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the pass. Loss of down. The ball will go over to Woodrow Wilson on downs.
Boy, that's painful. That's painful.
That
but
is
I
very
really,
costly.
I really like to see number 7 on the rollout with the opportunity to throw and pass as opposed to dropping back and sitting in the pocket. So we'll see what kind of changes they make on the next possession. But it's on the defense right here to make a stop, or this game could be getting out of hand.
8:42, 10-point differential. Woodrow Wilson with the ball on the turnover on downs.
And you can imagine they're just going to give it to Burdett and just let him run and let this
see
clock keep going.
A very steady diet of run up the middle.
And this line coached by NFL veteran Doug Legursky. 30 starts in the NFL as a center with the Steelers, the Bills, and the Chargers. And he was on that Super Bowl winning team, Super Bowl 43 for the Steelers. So.
And a Marshall grad.
Definitely a Marshall grad. I saw him down there before
I did that for Brian.
I was about to do go herd for Brian.
Yeah. Well, Doug Legursky's a scary dude. I see him down.
Brian's a scary
you on
dude.
the sideline. Yeah.
I love the one you're with, man.
All right, second. And is that a 6 or an 8, Mike?
Second down and 6, and they are just letting the time roll. 8 on the play clock.
What did
Less
we
than
call
8 minutes.
What we call this last week? The Salvador Dali formation. Melting clock.
As he received the snap.
All right, so what happened on that play? Low snap, and when Price caught it, he actually kneeled down accidentally, which killed the play. Didn't kill the clock, but it's going to make a third down now.
Yep, the accidental kneel down's becoming commonplace tonight. 2 or 3 of those.
Third down 11. South's got to make a stop, but right now the big bugaboo right now is the time is just ticking off that clock rapidly.
Under 5 on the play clock. 3, 2, just
Price
gets it off.
This time it's to Wines. Takes it to the right end, still on his feet, and he goes out of bounds, which was not the smartest of plays. I will stop the clock briefly. 7:07. 4th down and about. Oh, they're going to actually mark it back a couple of yards. So 4th down and about 7.
Now we're getting in the spot where we can call these 4th downs here. We can start calling these the play of the game, because if Parkersburg South can get a stop here, momentum would be in their favor. They can get back in the game. But if Woodrow Wilson moves it here, moves the sticks.
Probably the play of the game at this point. 4th down and 7. Wines hit at the line. Then he made a great move to escape. And that will take it inside to the 5-yard line. He was initially stopped. He had really nowhere to go, but just one little stutter step to the left. That broke it open. And now they're going to be at the doorstep to making this possibly a 17-point differential.
Yeah, boy, he was looking for something around left end. He felt the flow of the defense, the pursuit, and he cut back against the grain straight into the pursuit and found a lane up the middle for a big gainer. Takes it down to the 4-yard line.
Very patient run on that one. He just kind of waited.
And Channing Barrett made a nice low ankle tackle, but that just kept the ball alive and the clock going.
6:30. Receiver in motion. Price keeps it, takes it up the middle, into the end zone, and
that's going to cause some people to get up and out of their seats.
23-7. That 4th down conversion was probably the play of the game at this point.
Hey, the 60 people that it looks like on the visiting stands that came to see this game got to see their Flying Eagles play a pretty good ball game.
Well, and the big difference here has been in the trenches. The offensive line, defensive line play has gone Woodrow Wilson's way for the most part.
Was not the best snap in the world, but the holder did a great job of getting it down in time. Extra point is good. 24-7 with 6:22 remaining in this contest. Backbreaker on that drive was a backbreaker.
Yep, that was painful. Of course, 6:22 left. Nothing's impossible here, but I wanted to give credit there to Woodrow Wilson's kicker after a rough start. When he shanked that first one, we were giving him a little bit of grief, and he has bounced back, hit a field goal, and all of his extra points after that. So fine job by that young man.
And there is a pretty decent amount of folks making the way to the exits now. Rivalry week next week on CAS 45. It's the big week. It's the Crosstown Showdown. It's whatever you want to call it. It's PHS and South, and lots of stuff going on. Volleyball will be on Tuesday. Monday, excuse me. Men's soccer on Tuesday.
Girls soccer
and
Thursday.
Then women's soccer on Thursday, and then of course football on Friday. So
and hopefully cross country. We want the cross country meet. I don't know if they're doing it, but I hope they are.
The meet will probably take place. Whether it's televised, that's probably not going to take place. But nicely done. He's breaking it open. That was Sandy. He doesn't have a hat on anymore, but he got to the 42-yard line.
Good return by Derek Sandy. He punched it up in there, got it out across the 40. Looked like maybe a little lane outside, but fine return nonetheless.
Well, so you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. You know, they've listed him as 5'11", 175, but he plays 6'1", 200.
There's Brian Guthrie in the booth, and what's our scoreboard, Ava?
She's embarrassed.
Giving them some airtime. They are celebrities down there in the booth.
1st and 10, Lutchman Singh.
The trailer, I should say.
Puts the receiver in motion.
Yeah, we're in the booth. There's just no booth.
They're in the booth. We're in the roof. We got a late flag.
This is the best booth I've been in so far. I love it up here. Flag on the field.
I'm about 2 minutes away from putting a hoodie on. It's starting to get a little chilly up.
Yeah, shorts was a good idea at 3:30 when I came out here.
It's so tough to accessorize.
I forgot we were outside.
Yes, we're in the elements.
All
Larry
right.
will be the one called for the defensive pass interference.
All right, South will take that any way they can get it.
I was going to say, you move that ball, that's the direction the South wants to go. And they stop the clock, too.
I always hate when the line judge doesn't call that, but the back judge throws a flag from 25 yards away.
Lutchman Singh rolls out, got it to Sandy, who got away from his initial tackler, fighting hard to the 40.
Boy, you are right, Joe Oliverio. He plays way bigger than his size.
Yes.
He is a scrappy young man.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight. Whatever.
Boy, his father was a scrappy wrestler, too. That's exactly like Jeremy Sandy was, so trust me, he gets it honestly.
Rolls out this time to the right. Lutchman Singh looks down the field, had plenty of time, but he overthrows, and that's... Is it official? It is official.
What's official?
Was that ball intercepted?
He said it was
incomplete.
No.
They're waving
Oh,
him
no,
off.
now they're waving it off. Okay. Somebody needs to make their mind.
So how long, gentlemen, do you think it'll be before they bring instant replay into high school football?
Just got to find somebody to run it.
I was going to say, I mean, it's going to have everything to do with technology. The technology's got to catch up. Lutchman Singh got rid of it at the very last second. He was very close being brought down and just kind of flipped it to a receiver. Luckily, that didn't get intercepted, but now 4th down and 6, 5:26 remaining at the Woodrow Wilson 40-yard line.
At 4th and 6, Parkersburg South needs something magical here, something spectacular. As long as it's 6 yards, that'd be spectacular. They need a big play here to get back in the game.
Taj just cannot break away.
It's been a very good matchup between he and Clary. Clary is a great athlete for Woodrow Wilson, so they've been matching up well.
Well,
running play.
I'm going to say, based on what I've seen here, based on your quarterback play, your quarterback arm strength, having your best athlete way out here at a wide out, I don't think that's beneficial. I think you got to get him in the slot. You got to line him up as a flanker. You got to run him in motion, and you've got to get the football in his hands other ways than just trying to throw passes out the perimeter.
Out the perimeter on the fly.
So again, another turnover on downs on that play call.
Wish we could give you an update on the injured Patriot, but we've not seen anything. No motion toward the medical tent. So still inside
I'm looking
being
for
cared for.
Number 9 on the sideline. There is no sighting of him.
Another bad snap.
Bad snap to Price, who just had to cover up.
Yep, and fortunately for them, the quarterback's done a good job jumping on those tonight because there's been 3 or 4 of them, and Parkersburg South's just not been able to capitalize on those mistakes.
Looks like number 9, Colin Hayes, was taken to the locker room on a golf cart.
Oh, no. All right, that clock just continues to tick away. We're inside 5 minutes.
Woodrow Wilson's going to take every second that they can.
They've been bleeding that play clock down.
This has been a very quick second half.
Just gets it. Oh.
Flag down on the play. They'll stop the play. Thomas said, hey, why'd you stop?
What about me? Got here must have been a motion or illegal formation of some sort.
Encroachment on the offense.
Lined up in the neutral zone, I would imagine. Is that what that means?
26.
Somebody on the left or right side of the line was too far up, past where the center was.
2nd and 24.
Price gets the call from Coach Serat, and he'll take it back to the.
Hey, but on a positive note, we've not called the field clock a shot clock tonight once.
We have not.
The play clock has remained the play clock.
Yes. I wanted to, but I didn't. Another inside. Well, they faked the reverse this time, and Parkersburg South smelled that one out. Jaheim Miller was the ball carrier. Third down in a whole bunch, but really it doesn't matter right now. Woodrow Wilson is in a good place no matter what. Even if it's third down at 26, they have a 17-point lead under 4 minutes.
Yeah, something.
And you can almost bet that this will be a run play just to keep another 30 seconds going on the clock.
Something
probably.
really crazy would have to happen here for Parkersburg South to win this game.
Price, another bad pass.
Man, that thing was in the air for 5 minutes.
Must just be really, I mean, like, the ball's a little slippery out there. I mean, it's, again, we got that Christmas in the air right now.
They didn't mud them right. I was up in Morgantown the other day with the guys down there putting mud on the ball. I asked them where they got their mud, and they wouldn't tell me where they got it. But I'm going to start jarring up mud from the Hughes River and the little Canal River and Macho Ball's football mud.
Let's go ahead and look at what the upcoming schedules will be. Woodrow Wilson will be going to Bluefield next week. That should be an interesting matchup right there. It looks like they are going to improve to 2-1 on the season. And, of course, the Crosstown Showdown. I wonder who coined that phrase, but it will be South traveling to PHS. And PHS, did you say they were winning against Hurricane?
I believe we did.
All right, so if that's the case, they'll be probably 1-2 going into a face at 0-3 South team. But you know what? I think we've said the cliche before. Really, don't even bring your record. It's not that important. It always seems like it goes a very wild way during that game.
Big Red's up 45-10 now
40.
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that one seems pretty conclusive. Be Woodrow Wilson with the punt. Nice directional punt. Again, another slippage there, and Joyce is going to say, let's just let the ball stop.
Yep, and unfortunately, you know, that's the guy we wanted to see here. He's the lightning bolt. He's the one that can strike fast, but we've just not been able to get the ball in his hands.
I wonder if the coaching staff's going to look into, like, you know, changing footwear. I think it's been a little bit of trial and error with this turf, and maybe it's just so new. I don't know, but there's been a lot of slipping out there, a lot of bad footing.
Well, like you said, when the temperature goes down, you know, there's some moisture down there on that grass, and being new, it's not broke in as much as some of these other fields, so that could be the culprit.
Lutchman Singh takes the low snap.
And that, wow, he did a good job to hold on to that ball.
Just to escape.
He had that thing up there like the Statue of Liberty. I thought for sure it was going to get knocked out of there.
Under 3 minutes, and on that carry from Lutchman Singh, not much of a gain at all. Second down, a long 9, short 10. I don't know, whatever. This time he had some time to work with Lutchman Singh. That gets Joyce right on the S at midfield.
Looked like a little 10 or 12 yard square in. Timely throw, delivered on time. Nice catch across the middle by Taj Joyce.
You know, you mentioned that Statue of Liberty play. Early on, we saw Woodrow with that kind of spin around the backfield and a guy in motion. We haven't seen it since.
Lutchman Singh just trying to find just the slightest amount of opening. He'll get the pass over to
and that's where
Barrett.
That's where I think Lutchman Singh is most effective, is when he's rolling out there and he's got an opportunity to run, to tuck it and run, or, you know, flip it out there and find a receiver.
Second down and 5, under 2 minutes.
See if they can punch one in here and maybe get him an onside kick. Extend the game a little bit.
Late blitz, Lutchman Singh in air. And really, at that point, Joyce had to switch from wide receiver to defensive back, and now he falls to the turf, and he's probably got a cramp now.
Yeah, that's not good. Lifting his leg up there.
I think he tumbled a little funny and probably on the way up.
It was hot earlier when these guys were out here warming up. When I was down there on the field, boy, that sun was baking the field, and it was hot.
We've also seen he's been out here on the deep end, and he's been running down. You know, he's been running 30, 40 yards at a time, but they can't get the ball to him.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, like I said, I'm no coach. I'm no football coach. I don't claim to be. But just from what I see here, they're going to have to find ways to get him the ball. If they got to move him to the slot, get him closer to the quarterback, whatever they got to do, they got to get this guy some touches.
I would agree. I mean, he has been lining up almost exclusively far right, far left. You know, never any motion. Yeah, you got to get a playmaker like that the ball. He's got to move around a little bit. And right now, what we've seen today with Parkersburg South, whoever's been in quarterback has not had a lot of time to work with in the pocket.
Right.
They continue to work on Joyce right now in the end zone.
Yeah, hopefully they're just working a cramp out down there, because not only is he a fine football player, but like you guys said, he's going to be one of the prime contributors on a Parkersburg South team that brings back Harry Silvas, and they will be competitive as always.
1:41 remaining in this game, 24-7.
Speaking of, I saw Navi Hewitt at the gym last night. Remember Navi Hewitt, a big football player or a basketball player for South. He's playing a postgraduate year, a post-high school graduate year, and he said he's looking to get himself a scholarship to Marshall. That's what he was aiming for. So let's hope his work ethic and ability can get him a spot down there in Huntington.
You know, some of the fans have left, but you know, we saw halftime. Woodrow brought up their band, kind of small, but they played a couple numbers in order to get the full Parkersburg South halftime show in, with halftime only being 15 minutes. They played a couple. Parkersburg South Patriot Band under direction of Mr. Greg Myers. Theme of their show is Billy Joel. So we got to hear a lot of Billy Joel songs.
Yes.
Both bands are still in the stands getting ready to play their fight song for their team and figure out what's going on.
And I was just alerted that the Patriot Invitational is September 27th, Joe. for the bands.
For the bands, they do that, and then also the Big Reds have theirs the same day. So
Lunchmasing is beheaded. The ball's on the turf, and it's going back the other way.
Please tell me he stepped out of bounds.
It is going to be a pick six or a fumble, scoop and score.
Burdett was completely untouched on the
we got
right
a flag.
side.
Now
he
we've
was
got
able
a
to get
flag.
around, knock Lunchmasing down, fumble. He picks up the ball, takes it up the sideline. Right now it appears that he has scored, but there is a flag on the play.
He did hit the quarterback high. He hit him up around the shoulders and the neck and head area from behind. Let's see what the penalty's going to be.
Got a flag at the 36-yard line.
Gage Burdett was the Woodrow Wilson player that scooped the fumble up close to the sideline over here. Looked like
He's the one that made the hit, too.
Oh, he is? Okay,
He
well,
was the one that
excellent.
came around the edge.
Great.
He did it all himself.
I didn't see a number. I just saw.
After the score.
Unsporting?
Head ball. Unsportsmanlike
Yeah.
conduct. Number 5 of the scoring team. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Number 5 just had an excessive celebration
Yes.
at midfield. He wasn't even near the play.
Well,
he was just happy to be there.
So,
that kind of sums up the night for the Patriots. Some untimely mistakes, but that wasn't a mistake right there. That was just a huge play by Gage Burdett, proving why he's one of the best players on the field tonight. Big sack, scoops it up and takes it in for 6.
sometimes nonverbal communication is still communication.
Whistles and flags.
Flag down on the play.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. Number 11. 5-yard penalty. Try for point.
Well, just like last week, Mike, there's been no shortage of penalties. The officials have done a good job, and they've been very busy tonight.
We'll reset the ball at the 8-yard line. That's where it'll be snapped. So it'll be a 15-yard point after touchdown. And it's good. He'll put it through and put the score now at 31-7. We'll just keep it here for this final 1 minute and 22 seconds. Final thoughts. I know we're not quite there yet, but let's break down the second half while we're waiting for the next play to start up. Your thoughts on how this all transpired?
I wanted to bring this up real quick. Susan Sarandon's first husband went to Woodrow. Chris Sarandon. So had she not met him, she would have been Susan Tomlin. that doesn't even sound the same. Thelma and Louise would not be the same.
Chris Sarandon was in a movie called Fright Night, which was excellent. Go check that. Rent it today.
He was also evil.
Be kind. Rewind.
He was also evil Prince Humperdinck in the Princess.
He was,
Bride.
yes. I went to Fright Night. I was much better for me, but I can see why many would go to
Morgan
the Princess.
Spurlock. Morgan Spurlock, director of Super Size Me documentary. He went to Woodrow Wilson. Okay, back to football. Shout out to my friend Neil Lynch for giving me those nuggets. Thank you.
You are the king of pop culture.
Hey, when it's 31-7, man,
Full of useless knowledge.
And I'll tell you, this game really could have went either way. The faux pas and the mistakes, the fumbled footballs, it could have very well been 31-7 the other way. So good job by Woodrow Wilson minimizing the damage on their fumbled footballs and taking advantage of South's turnovers in their own end.
South will take back over at the 48-yard line. They're down 31-7, minute 16 left in this contest.
Like we talked earlier about the crosstown rival, you kind of throw records out.
Right.
I imagine that's what the coach is going to do here. He's just going to, hey, guys, we got to wash this game away, wash away our mistakes. We've got the Big Reds next week. Let's go look at how we can put a product on the field that'll make everybody happy and give us a chance to win.
Well, and someone downstairs, I was talking to him there at the half, they said something to me. They said, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks. So let's hope that Colin Hayes is okay and he bounces back from that injury. But from what I've seen on the football field, number 7 gives you the better opportunity to be a multi-dimensional team and move the football. So going forward here, I don't think there's going to be much of a quarterback controversy anymore. If there was a controversy, maybe they were just trying something new because they were 0-2. But number 7's got the arm strength and running ability out here to lead the offense.
As we just saw right there, you get a 40-yard pass in the air on a dime.
Trying to get it to Devin Andrews, the intended receiver, but a lot of coverage out there from Beckley as well. 3rd down, inside handoff. Kicks to the outside. That is Dedrick Riggs.
I wonder who my Mountaineers are going to play at quarterback tomorrow. Got 5 options.
Well, I tell you, at this point, I think Scotty Fox is a good option.
Give him a shot.
Yep, build around him. He's going to be there for several years if you can keep him. And if you don't play him, the kid will probably transfer.
Riggs, another good run to the outside from the pitch.
With his running and throwing ability and youth, somebody's going to pay that young man.
10 seconds remaining.
With a running clock.
When are you leaving for the tailgate there, Joe?
7:15 in the morning.
My goodness.
I'll be on my way about 6.
And the final snap will not take place. And your final score, Beckley, Woodrow Wilson 31, Parkersburg South 7. Final thoughts, gentlemen.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to start with Macho and Mike. Great facility. South is going to have a lot of great wins on this field. They just needed to put some more things together tonight. Thanks to Brian in the booth, everybody else that made tonight possible. And we've got the rest of the season with CAS 45 coming at us.
Macho Bob.
It was fun. Thanks for letting me be here.
Well, if you're a Parkersburg South fan, obviously this is not the score that you wanted. But, again, it was a very nice night to debut this beautiful new addition to the stadium. And, of course, this facility has been here for several years, but this is really the icing on the cake. It's beautiful, and as Joe said, there's going to be lots of success in weeks and months to come at this facility. But that's how we'll have to close things out. Woodrow Wilson with the win. They move to 2-1. Parkersburg South 0-3, and that's the record that they will be taking into the Crosstown Showdown next week. And again, it's rivalry week. There'll be volleyball Monday, men's soccer Tuesday, women's soccer on Thursday, and, of course, the big football game on Friday. For Joe Oliverio, for Macho Bob, I am Mike Cameron. Have a great rest of your evening. Thanks so much for watching high school football on CAS 45, brought to you by One Community Federal Credit Union.
United we stand.